What it do?
Oh, hey!
What's up? Good Thursday.
Love a Thursday.
Yeah, I know. They're
Love
great.
a
Aren't they great?
Oh, they're just...
Thursdays are great because
just the best.
you're almost there.
Yeah. It's like you ever have one of those, like you're on a long road trip. For me, driving home, it was always seeing the Dalles. Like you're coming through the gorge. That was like, I'm home. But I had a ways to go, but that's my Thursday. The Dalles was my Thursday. And after like 13 hours on the road, you're like, that's what this is.
It's kind of like when you got a vacation coming up.
Yeah.
And you're maybe 3 weeks out, 2 or 3 weeks out. That's what Thursday is.
Yeah, you're like, I'm right there.
And you know what's even greater about that? We had a short week, and we're still chomping at the bit to get out of
Thursday
here.
still feels great.
Let's get out of here.
Yeah. I think we have to do 2 more shows, though. So.
And that we will.
Yeah. Oh, don't worry. We'll prattle.
Whether you like it or not.
We're not shortchanging you on the prattle either day. I can assure you, you'll get 40 minutes of prattle.
You know, sometimes... the game plan looks a little weak. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
Okay, it happens. And you and I are going to have to make stuff happen. Okay, that happens. You know, look, I've been doing this long enough. I can look at my notes and go, all right, we're going to have to make it happen today.
ISO ball, baby.
A lot of audibles.
We're going to clear the court.
Let's see what the defense is doing, and let's go from there. And then there are other days where I just love the notes. Yeah. I just love them. I love our game plan. I think every play is going to work.
Oh, it's scripted.
And I got to tell you.
You're like a regular Kyle Shanahan over there.
I got to tell you, I think today's a big-time show notes day. I love them. I love them today.
We got a feeling.
I got a feeling.
Got a feeling.
Now, I'm not going to force it. We're going to ease into this like a hot tub.
Well, you got to let the prattle come to you.
We're not going to, we'll see what happens. But pretty optimistic about today's program.
Like an old man going into a bath. Ease your way in.
Pretty optimistic. Pretty optimistic. Well, should we start with the fire? Our fire, my fire, everybody's fire?
Well, I'm glad I didn't touch it.
Yeah, well, none of us did, and that's we were right about that. We were right to lay off.
Yeah. 7.5, and I was ready to gobble, and it would have been a premature gobble. A 10-point win.
I heard the German gal say after the game in her big interview.
Yeah.
In her giddy post-game interview, where she was like, "Look, we're proving everyone wrong," and I think that was directed right at us.
It felt like a shot. Yeah.
And listen, it's not that we're not fans, because we are.
No.
We're number one. I think we were talking yesterday about can you be a diehard fan?
Yeah.
Of like the Vegas Knights who've been around for 9 years. I contend you cannot. However, somebody on the text line put it well. You can be a day one fan.
Sure.
And that's what you are. You're a day one building toward being a diehard fan.
Yeah.
Well, we're already day one P1s.
Without a doubt.
Of the Fire.
Yes.
Okay. But, so nobody loves the Fire more than us. But we did think that they were going to suck this year. It kind of seemed like maybe they were going to tank.
Well, to be fair, I think they thought they were going to suck because they tried to suck. They're like cutting people for good play. They're sending players away. They're drafting people that aren't going to play.
They're doo-doo.
They went and got an assistant pro shop manager from Michigan. It wasn't exactly they were putting the best foot forward.
How can you blame us?
Yeah, we were all on the same page.
We were like, oh my God, let's fade the Fire.
Yeah.
Well, we're seven games in. We quit on that.
Yeah.
And we didn't lose a bunch, but we also didn't win a bunch.
No. I am no closer to my Fire sweatshirt than I was at the start of the year. I can assure you of that.
And you can blame the coach. Who's very good.
Freaking shawarma.
He's very good. And so we laid off of them last night. They were big favorites over the Sun, but let me tell you something. That Sun team sucks.
They are so bad.
And so we didn't bet it, and thankfully we were right. The Fire win again. The Fire Pit was a cooking.
They're like in second place now.
We have scalding burns.
I was Suk freaking shawarma, man.
With that guy.
That guy.
We need to get rid of
Should he
him.
be fired?
He's too good. Can we fire him for excellent coaching?
Well, like I said,
You
I
just
think,
put him on on leave
no, put
till
him
next
on the
year.
Blazers.
No, put him on leave till next year or the year after for the Fire.
Just
You don't think the Blazers
call
would be good
timeout,
with
30
him?
second.
Yeah.
Go sit down for a little bit.
Do you think the Blazers would be good with him? Because I do.
I'm not certain they would embrace his shoeless practices. NBA players are hard to. They're
no
hard to get
offense.
through.
I can't see Damian Lillard going out there and practicing his little socksies and thinking it's a good idea.
Could be tough. Could be a tough.
All right. Well, what about the Timbers?
a tough row.
They need a coach.
Timbers do need a coach. They're on hiatus though right now too. So they just because of the World Cup they just stopped for a month. They're just not playing.
Well, our Fire lead the league in fourth quarter points.
Yeah.
And they are now 5-3, and they're a half game from the lead in the entire Western Conference, which I think is like 5 teams, but whatever.
Yeah, no.
So I have
Hey, don't poo-poo.
I have a ruling I'm needing from Stevie Woke.
Dun dun dun.
So we talk a lot of WNBA here because we're huge fans.
Absolutely.
And we love the sport. Mm-hmm. And we love our Fire.
I was watching it at a beer hall last night, and let me tell you, the 10 people, there was a buzz. There was some juice.
And it's getting a little bothersome to be called sexist with every bit of WNBA commentary.
I'm not happy about it.
It's getting bothersome.
Yeah.
It's not all sexist.
No. Some of it is,
Now-
but most of it is not.
Yeah, some of it definitely.
Yeah, I mean,
definitely is.
yeah.
But Stevie Woke got the nickname because he was the one saying that it was sexist to play. What was the song?
Ladies' night.
Yeah,
it's
Ladies'
Ladies'
Night.
Night.
And the feelings.
Because we were doing a promo
Yeah.
because we had 2 women's events. We had the Thorns and the Fire on the Fan or whatever, the sports network that we have, all these stations and crap.
Sports.
And so Dusty wanted to put It's Ladies' Night on the promo.
I thought it was a great idea.
Great idea. Stevie Woke said, sexist.
He had his panties all in a bunch about it and
Can't
started
do
going
it.
all Stevie Woke on me.
So I have to go to Stevie Woke. I don't know if you were watching our Fire last night, but in the fourth quarter, as they were gobbling up the Connecticut Sun,
Yes.
they had a timeout, and
Did they do it?
what?
They play it?
They played a different song,
Oh.
and I heard it, and I immediately thought of Stevie Woke, and I thought,
I'm interested to see where this is, because I was at a beer hall, so they didn't have the
couldn't-
sound up.
yeah, you couldn't hear it.
Couldn't hear it. So originally I thought it was going to be Ladies' Night, but when you said obviously it's something different. I don't know why, but the first thing that popped in my mind, and this is probably sexist, was my humps, my lovely lady. That's what I thought of.
so sexist.
A super sexist, but at the same time, it'd be amazing if they played it. That's where I thought we
They
were
did not.
going.
They did not. They did not play that. But it seems
No
pretty
one knows
much
what it means.
pretty much anything can be deemed sexist when discussing women's hoops. And so let's go for a ruling to Stevie Woke.
Yeah.
Last night during the fourth quarter timeout at Moda Center in Fire Pit, they played "Hey, Sexy Lady." Yeah, sexist or not, Woke.
That is Gangnam Style, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah.
Some guy.
Sigh.
Sure. So I was
watching
watching the game.
missing the greatness that is Psy?
I definitely am.
I would definitely do that too.
I was
That dude's amazing.
I was listening to the game, watching the game when that happened.
Yeah.
And
How'd we feel?
I had the same thought. I heard the song. I thought, this is kind of a weird.
We all went,
yeah, we all did. It's a weird. It was a weird little get. Now I've thought since then,
Yeah. Thought long and
and
hard.
I've thought long and hard, and I thought, would the Blazers do this? Would the Blazers play this song in the fourth quarter, where they just made a big run because the Fire just went on like a 17-2 run? They just hit a big 3. Game was about over. The crowd was going crazy. Would the Blazers do that? I feel like I've heard the Blazers play that song before.
Really?
So, you know what? I am going to rule in favor that song be able to be played. I think it's okay.
So we can play
Wait.
Sexy Lady, but we can't play
Not
Ladies'
sexist?
Night? Not
Did you say
sexist.
not sexist?
Not sexist.
That's great.
Not sexy.
Right.
Like,
There's the gavel.
I don't even know anymore. I'm just all
I
I'm
know,
all confused.
we're all twisted up.
I don't know what to make
So
of
what
this.
if the Blazers? Well, if the Blazers played it, I think it would be funny if they then panned the crowd for Hut. sexy.
Because that's kind of what they do. They then pan the crowd. They watch everyone dance and dance all silly. I imagine that's what the Fire did.
Do you think that's sexist?
It feels a little misogynistic. But
Yeah, right. Maybe not sexist, but misogynistic.
If you're sexy lady and then you're zooming in on the up tops, I mean,
but they're not going straight up tops. They're going just whoever.
Our eyes go there.
Yeah.
Well,
it feels.
I also
sexist.
feel like they would show my kids dancing. They would show kids
during sexy lady.
Hey, sexy lady.
Yeah, because it's just kind of a fun.
I don't think
dance
they
song.
would. I'll tell you right now, if you play "Hey Sexy Lady" and then you show like a 8-year-old girl on the screen,
you show boys.
Well, what if you can't tell?
That's problematic too. You're gonna end up on Fox News.
All right, Suki Woke.
I'm just saying that's problematic.
Hey,
that's more
wild.
I'm just trying to play ladies' night when we got 2 ladies playing. This is a whole
what if
different
the
ballgame.
Blazers played "It's Raining Men"? What if they played?
I'll tell you what. If the Fan Sports Network, when the Ducks have a doubleheader or something, and they have 2 male games, and we start playing "It's Raining Men" as a promo, I will completely flip my opinion and say, you know what, it's okay to play ladies' night.
I'm gonna make this happen.
But I just feel like the ladies' night is saying, look, we're trying to get all pretty. We're going to go to the club. And these ladies...
They get pretty. Have you seen them going into the game?
But they're not going to the club.
They're stunting on bitches.
They're getting ready to fight, and they're getting ready to get flagrant fouls and win games and be scrappy and play hard.
That is not
they
sexist.
They are competitors.
Every time I see them, the Fire tweet out their pregame fits. The official account of the Portland Fire tweets out all the ladies walking into the arena, and they're all dressed to the nines, like they're going to to a
ladies'
club.
night.
Well,
They're going to ladies' night.
But wait, isn't that what they wear out after the game when they go party and do drugs?
They're going to I don't know
like
about
NBA
that.
players.
They're going to party. So
NBA guys do it before, during, and after.
it feels like they're going to ladies' night. Therefore, we should be able to play ladies' night.
I don't think any of this is sexist. We're just having a little fun here. And by the way, if the team is playing "Hey Sexy Lady," I mean, I think that right there says it's just not that big of a deal.
I just feel like that song should be retired anyways.
Now, someone's asking, what about "Hey Man, I Feel Like a Woman" instead?
I feel like a woman.
That's fantastic.
The best thing about being a woman.
Woo!
Let's go, girls.
Zesty.
Yeah, that is
That's the Oklahoma City Thunder song.
I want lady humps. That's what I want.
I want Fergie.
I want some Fergie. What does that mean? No one knows.
No one knows.
But it gets the crowd going.
I will say, I officially think Gangnam Style was okay. I think it's okay in that situation.
Okay.
By the way, I recently learned this because you're dismissing Psy.
Yeah.
Psy is like the biggest thing everywhere other than the United States. So my daughter lives in Korea, and he's South Korean. He plays like summer festivals to like 500,000 people in Korea, and they go freaking nuts. My daughter was sending me videos. It is like nothing you've ever... Think Taylor Swift and then turned up like 8 notches. They just a sea of humanity, and he dominates the crowd. There's nothing we have in the United States that compares to what Psy does over in Asia. So just be careful with your dismissing of Psy.
You know what?
Look up some videos.
I'm going to have to do my own research, and I may have to rescind that statement as well.
Yeah, he brings Gangnam.
Maybe
He's crotch chopping all over your ass with his Gangnam Style.
I'm rescinding a lot on Thursday today.
Yeah. Rescension Thursday.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like that.
Wait, is that a word?
I don't know if it is or not, but I like the sound of it.
Rescension Thursday.
Yeah.
What are you
we take
today?
all our bad takes, and we're like,
Dude,
well, hey, I don't know him from Adam. You know who I think of when I think of Psy and Hey Sexy Lady? I think of William Hung.
Yeah, she bangs.
Yeah, that's what I think of.
Well, I was not aware.
Probably a little different.
Yeah, I was not aware of what Psy was bringing to the table, and then it was like 2-3 years ago. I started getting my phone started blowing up, and I was getting these clips sent, and I was like, "What the hell is this?" She's like, "It's Psy," and I was like,
"This says it's Shaggy."
What?
The song, "Hey Sexy Lady."
That's Shaggy.
That's what
the song is called. Gangnam Style.
That song. Hey Sexy Lady. This says it's Shaggy, but it may be a different song.
It
could be
Gangnam Style.
There may be a song called "Sexy Lady" that's Shaggy, but in Gangnam Style, he does do the sexy lady.
Gotcha.
Rob's with it.
Yeah.
Rob's
on board.
Hip.
Rob's on board with American reggae, hip hop, and whatever the hell Psy is.
Okay, so you spell it PSY.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's not Psy.
I need proper spelling. I'm an old.
Just saying. A lot of disrespect coming to Psy, and I won't stand for it. Not on Recension Thursday. No.
Oh no.
No.
Well, all right.
Not again.
Now, one other thing from the fire pit last night that I thought was great. Did you see the two ladies in Portland Fire capes?
No, we're doing
Did you catch that?
We're doing capes now?
We're doing capes.
Capes. Why is
Yeah.
it capes?
Yeah, they're doing. Well, these two ladies, they pan the fire pit is electric.
Absolutely.
Everybody's ablaze in there.
Well, I mean, come on.
And they pan the fans, and fans are kind of doing bits. Like, I don't know if you've noticed, but it's like,
Well, sure.
it's very Portland.
It's seen and be seen.
Yes. And these two ladies had Portland Fire capes on over their regular clothes, and I thought that was great.
Have I been barking up the wrong tree? Because I'm trying to save up to afford the Portland Fire sweatshirt.
I don't know if they sell the cape.
Am I getting the wrong thing? Do I need a fire cape? Because I'm not going to lie. We've been trying. This show has been advocating for capes for like 4 or 5 years.
Yeah,
In fact,
we had a capeman.
Well, Ryan Buckley claimed that we could get capes, but when I ran into the actual capeman, he claimed they were low on supply, which I found suspicious. But we did have an in on capes. Now, what kind of is this more cloak or is this like Superman sort of, or I guess Supergirl?
Yeah, it was like cloak. Well, I mean, I don't know.
I kind of want a fire cloak.
It was a cape.
Did it look good?
I thought they were cool, and I kind of wanted one.
I know, right? Now I have to rethink my whole strategy about getting a fire sweatshirt and find a way to get a fire cape.
Well, you go to Portland Fire Team Shop, see if they have the capes on there.
Oh,
or maybe they took them.
I don't think they have a cape.
You think they made them themselves?
I'm guessing that's homemade.
Yeah.
Although if someone out there is familiar with the fire cape makers, let's put me in touch.
Well, I thought it was hot. And there's your Brad Boxberger opening prattle. Now, somebody's telling us that Ricky Martin does shebang. Is that right?
That is right.
That is Ricky Martin.
Okay. Well, who's the William Hung? What does he do?
He was on American Idol.
Yes. And what's his song?
It was shebang.
It was Ricky
You're just
Martin.
confusing Asian guys.
Yes.
It was a cover.
Rob's being racist now, and
Yes.
somehow all Asian guys. No.
Cy and William Hung, two different things.
Two very different things.
Retraction
I don't
Thursday,
even think
is that what we're calling it?
Yeah, Retraction Thursday.
Yes.
I don't think that...
No, that what? Recension?
Recension Thursday.
Recension Thursday.
I rescind my remarks
Thank
about
you. Yeah.
William Hung.
Yeah. I don't even think they're the same kind of Asian, to be honest with you. And Ricky Martin, he's not Asian.
No.
No.
He's just hot.
Yeah. But yeah, he went on
He
American
is
Idol.
hot. You seen him lately?
Yeah, he was
The guy looks great.
He was on the Super Bowl, wasn't he?
Yes, he was smoking hot.
Yeah.
No,
So
I mean,
Hung went
wasn't
on
it?
American Idol and he was doing bits and he did shebang, and he became
Okay.
I think I actually
He's
saw
a motivational speaker now.
Who?
William Hung.
Is he?
Oh my God!
Apparently.
What do you think it costs to get him to come speak to your group?
I'm guessing $3.99.
$300?
$3?
Yeah,
400.
$300 to $400.
So William Hung is from Hong Kong, and Cy is from South Korea.
Yeah. So Rob has his Asians.
Recension Thursday.
Recension Thursday.
Yeah. Rescinding.
I'm guessing for a plane ticket, a night at a La Quinta, and $400.
Isn't it La Quinta?
Is it La Quinta? Sorry.
Have you been calling it La Quinta all this
I
time?
thought it was La Quinta.
Like in your head?
Yeah. Was it? Okay.
I think it's La Quinta.
Well, here we are on Recension Thursday. Allow me to rescind that. Yeah, that's my take.
Well, we can get a personal video of William Hung on Cameo for $30.
Look, I think I'm onto something here. Okay, so maybe I'm going to upgrade him to Holiday Inn Express and coach ticket, but maybe something in the comfort class, like the first 15 rows, and $400. And I believe you have William Hung.
Not the bargain tickets.
No. I think you got to have a little extra leg room, possibly an exit row, but certainly not business class, comfort class. And you got yourself William Hung speaking at, my God, whatever your business is that you need to bring in William Hung.
Tell you what, probably get William Hung to perform at the Blazers halftime shows.
Oh, yeah.
Probably doesn't cost that much.
No. When you can't get the Red Panda,
Yeah, you can't get
you
that.
go get William Hung.
Yeah.
Well, I'm hung up on two things. One is La Quinta, and the other is I'm looking up. I don't think recension is a word.
Which is all the more reason that it should be Recension Thursday.
100% it's Recension
Yeah.
Thursday.
Is okay. All right, we'll just keep going with it.
I love
You're
that
all right
it's
with that?
the fact that it's not a word makes Recension Thursday even better. Very excited about it.
Yeah,
I'm
Recension.
I don't think it's a word.
I don't think it is.
This is like when
It sounds like it should be.
this is like when President Bush dropped it difficalities.
Tiege. Oh man, I love it. How do we even spell that? I'm putting it in my notes. Recension.
Maybe it is. Now I'm looking on dictionary.com. Recension.
Yeah.
Do we really know?
Well, I do
sounds-
think it's important.
Yeah, an editorial revision of literary work.
Recension. Yeah, literary, and that is what literary work is.
Yes.
What we do.
It's right up our alley. I mean, you're writing down notes on an
know.
iPad. That's,
very literary.
I mean, for God's sake,
I just wrote down La Quinta.
you're practically an author at this point. Is there even a La Quinta? La Quinta. I'm still calling it La Quinta. Do we even have one of those anymore?
Yeah, they're out there.
There used to be one on Airport Way.
They're out there, but they're all. I feel like all those hotels are all owned by the same big companies.
Yeah.
and they call them something different,
Sure.
but they're all the same.
It's all Marriott or Hilton.
or Hilton.
Yeah, it's like one of the two. It's like
And-
Courtyard.
And they kind of suck, but then you go into them, you're like, oh, this isn't so bad, and then you stay there for a couple hours, you're like, oh, this sucks.
It's the definition of any hotel by the airport is that it's fine.
It's fine.
It's the Jordan Schultz. How's the hotel?
I'm fine. All right. Well, where is it? Oh, God dang it.
I'm fine.
There you go.
There it is.
Got that for you.
How
What
is
is that?
It's fine.
All right. There is your Brad Boxberger opening Prattle. And Prattle, we did.
Yes.
But we got a ruling from Stevie Woke. Let's all calm down about sexist remarks regarding the Fire. And let's root on our Fire. Their ascension to the championship in the first year is very real.
I'm seeing if I can now get a cape. I'm trying to pivot trying to go away from that sweatshirt because now, God bless. If I ever do make it to a game, I feel like
God, I want to see Big Sue got a Fire game wearing a cape.
I think it'd be awesome.
That would be so good.
top hat full of glitter. This is going to be great. Is that was that Captain Kangaroo used to do that Rip Torn or whatever? I'm going to be that for the
Rip Torn, yeah.
Is that the guy? Is that
Yeah, I remember.
It was like, oh yeah, the stuff in his top hat.
Is he dead?
I would assume.
Probably.
I
Let's kill him.
Well, it's Recension Thursday, so if he is, we can just resent it.
I'm gonna say dead.
Now we've made up another word, resent. We should break. Did we? Okay, so guess who gets Frank Gay today?
I don't know.
You know who gets the
Fire?
services? No, not the Fire. The Fire are owning the Prattle.
They are.
I should say.
Yeah, Rip's dead by the way.
Is he? Yeah.
Super dead.
I figured.
2019.
I felt pretty good about that.
Yeah.
Tennis
Dennis.
gets Frank
Okay.
Gay today.
How about that?
Yeah.
Some sinner talk.
Next.
Now, from the George McCoy and Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
First on the Fan, the NBA trying to deal with their tanking problem. They have passed a new anti-tanking rule that will expand the draft lottery from 14 to 16 teams. There will be a relegation zone where the bottom 3 teams get penalized with lessened chance for the number 1 pick, and then flattened odds throughout. So basically, if you have the 4th through 10th worst record in the NBA, you now have the best chance at getting the number 1 overall draft pick. Thunder Spurs Game 6 tonight in San Antonio for the Western Conference playoffs. Thunder look to wrap up the series. They're up 3-2. Spurs 3.5-point home favorites. We still do not know the status of Jalen Williams or A.J. Mitchell for the Oklahoma City Thunder. 4-time Stanley Cup winner Claude Lemieux, he passed away today. TMZ reporting Lemieux passed away by suicide. He was 60 years old. And last night, the Portland Fire got another win, 71-61 over the Connecticut Sun. They are 5-3 on the season. Up next is a game in Portland tomorrow against the Atlanta Dream. I'm Stephen Vaughn from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at warrenallen.com.
Two off, 2 on, 1 off, 2 on.
Okay, now, can we get to some sports, okay?
Good.
Okay. I have tennis news for Frank Gay today.
I paid a little attention to that today.
Well, this is not just any tennis news. This is some of the biggest tennis news in the history of tennis.
In the world. And I've openly said, the last handful of years, tennis has lost me. With kind of the exit of the big 3, I just have not paid attention to tennis in the last few years.
Well, now we have a big 2, at least on the men's side.
Yeah.
We've got Carlos Alcaraz and Jannik Sinner, who have won 9 straight majors until now.
Yeah.
Because neither will win the French Open. So Alcaraz is out due to injury. And Jannik Sinner, they said since betting odds have been recorded, there was only one larger favorite to win a major, and that was 2009 Rafael Nadal at the French.
Mm-hmm. Who won it every year? I mean, the guy was automatic. How many of those did he end up winning? Like 9?
Interestingly, he did not win that 2009 French Open. Huh. That was one he did not win. But in this instance, Sinner was a huge favorite, the second biggest favorite ever to win the major.
Yeah.
Because Alcaraz wasn't playing, and by the way, Sinner had won like 30 straight matches, most of them in straight sets. So there was really no reason to watch the French Open.
No.
At least that's what they said.
Well, I guess there's no more reason now. There was today, and now it's gone.
So Jannik Sinner lost in the second round today to a plus 50,000 underdog.
Yeah. One of the greatest upsets in tennis history.
Yes, they're calling it perhaps the biggest upset in tennis history.
Yeah, someone I was reading today was equating it to Douglas knocking out Tyson. Like that level of what the hell.
Well, I would say that it's maybe even worse than that, or a bigger upset than that, because here's the best part. Sinner was doing Sinner things.
Yeah.
He was up, and I don't even know the guy's name. What's the guy's name that beat him? We should probably...
Juan Manuel Credolo? How about Juan Manuel? We go with that. I think he stayed at La Quinta once.
JMC.
There you go, JMC.
Plus 50,000.
Yes.
To win the match. Okay.
He has never won a title, and he's 5-9 this year.
Yeah, I think I think I read that his brother is actually kind of a good player, but he's like the Antetokounmpo brother at the end of the bench.
His entire career playing professional tennis, he is 30-42. He has 12 games below 500. He's the New York Mets.
Wow. Well, he's in the French Open. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
So he gets matched up with Jannik Sinner, and they said that this is the hottest day in Paris in 100 years. They said it hit 92 degrees today. And there was even some controversy about Sinner because everybody thinks that they bend over backwards for their stars. And so all the tennis bros were saying, well, you let Sinner play early. They had him on center court early in the day because they know that he struggles in heat. He cramps. Well, Sinner was out there centering. He had this guy down 6-3, 6-2, and he was up 5-1 in the third. For those that don't know tennis, he only needs to win one more game and the match is over. Yeah. He is absolutely obliterating him. So this is why I don't think it's Buster Douglas, because it would be akin to Buster Douglas basically being on the ropes for 9 rounds and then suddenly knocking Mike Tyson out.
Yeah, the only one that I saw that is because Tyson damn near knocked out Buster Douglas. He had him out, but you're right. Buster Douglas was doing fine in that fight. It's crazy to think about someone on a 30-match winning streak being up 3-6, 2-6, and then 5-1. If you could have gone to Vegas in that moment when Sinner's up 5-1,
I don't think
would they have even taken your bet?
I don't think so. Because I was reading today that the plus 50,000, this was before the match.
Yes.
The plus 50,000 is at the highest end of odds that they will even offer you. Like, they're not going to give you a guy at plus, 200,000. They don't want to take that risk because something like this could happen. Well, the implied odds before the match were 99.8%. 99.8% Jannik Sinner was going to win that match.
Yeah.
He was up 6-3, 6-2, 5-1. He starts cramping, and he lost. He lost 18 straight points. And he lost his serve, and then lost that set 7-5, and then lost 6-1, 6-1.
And you see him walk over. I was watching the highlights. Like, he walks over, like doubled over, and he walks over and sits down. And like the medical staff was attending to him, and they even let him leave the court because he said he felt sick.
Old Jim Courier didn't like that.
No,
Jim Courier.
Well, it's like if you have to leave, that he was saying that should be the match. You have to withdraw.
It's not an injury.
Yeah,
it's a cramp.
It's a cramp.
So he should not. He has to either play through that or retire.
Yes.
And he did not. They let him leave. So again, more like favoring Sinner. And I think we should start getting cramp timeouts here on the show. I don't know about you, but I have cramped before while talking.
Oh,
on the
100%.
Show. Yeah.
It's terrifying.
Terrifying.
When you feel like it's going to go, because you're just... In fact, there was one show, I don't know if I think we were down at like the Rose Bowl or whatever, and my back went out, and I had to do the rest of the 2 segments from the floor. I just laid on the ground, and I brought the mic down with me. Yeah, it's no good.
Yeah, just yesterday, I kind of felt my hamstring about ready to knot up in a ball, and I avoided it. But we need cramp TOs here. We're gonna start calling
take a 30. Take a 30.
Anyway, hard to gauge in terms of upsets. But that has to be the most improbable upset we've ever seen.
Yes.
Now, there's a little bit of an asterisk because he did cramp.
He didn't lose because the guy beat him.
Exactly.
He lost because his body melted down.
But still, here's what I want to tell you. There is some dude on social media, and this guy's bio reads, "Do not tail my bets, I'm an idiot." So it's right there in his bio.
Sure.
He bet $50,000 on Sinner to win $1,000 today. He lost. So here's how that went down. So he wrote on social media before the match, he said, if you saw $999.07 on the ground, you'd pick it up, right?
Yeah.
And then he wrote, Jannik Sinner is a lock. Then he had the little lock emoji. He said, Sinner is guaranteed to win, and I won't wake up at 5 a.m. to watch it. Then he said, I make money in my sleep. You wake up to make money. #levels.
#dumbass. God,
so
that couldn't
Darren
have happened
Ravel,
to a better guy.
So Darren Ravel got a hold of this,
Yeah.
and he sent out the tweet of the day. He quote tweeted that as Sinner was about ready to lose, and he said, someone should probably wake this dude up.
you I mean, I guess you weren't watching, so you wouldn't know, but
I didn't see it.
Again,
I saw the highlights.
The idea of you've got 50,000 on the line to win 1,000, and you're in the third set, you're up 5-1. I mean, that can't happen.
No.
I honestly can't process another thing that would be this bad. I mean, I guess in the NBA they blew the Cavs blew that 22-point 8-minute lead. I mean, that's bad, but that's not unheard of.
Well, what about just individual sports? Because I think it's hard to compare to team sports.
Yeah.
because
I mean, the closest thing we come to individual sports again is going to be like boxing or fighting or something. With just
Buster Douglas.
Yeah, according to Yahoo, Buster Douglas is 42-1 to beat Tyson.
Yeah. So this guy was 50-1.
Yeah.
So that's pretty close.
Yeah.
But like I said,
But before the match, he was 32-1.
okay. Yeah, because word got out that Tyson was
he was on
not
coke
really
and,
taking it
He was
seriously.
fat and
Yeah. But
all that sort of stuff.
But this guy, I mean, Buster Douglas was capable. This guy was not,
No.
which is why the odds were where they were.
Yeah.
And Tyson overlooked him and didn't care.
But I guess they were saying like there were 4 or 5 players today at the French that were all saying that throwing up and saying they felt like zombies. So I mean the heat at 92 degrees and the ridiculous humidity over there, it sounds like a lot of people were melting. And if this is something that you're prone to do you think anyone had any idea that maybe you're playing just the heat aspect of it and you're betting against it knowing it's the hottest day in Paris?
Well, that's the thing. It's like, I will never understand why people place bets like that. $50,000 to win $1,000. That is so dumb to me. I guess you just have a bunch of money and you don't care. But all it takes so you'll win a lot of those, right? Because they're just, they're big favorites and they usually win, right?
Yeah.
All it takes is one. He loses one bet. He just lost $50,000. He now has to bet how many different times to make that up?
To get it.
He has like 500 more bets now he's got to do, and he better not lose one of those or he's in the, you know what I mean? Like, you can't win money that way. That is so dumb.
Yeah.
So to me, the bet would have been, hey, it's going to be the hottest day in Paris in 100 years. Yannick Sinner doesn't like heat. I'm going to throw a flyer on this Kamungo guy or whatever.
Yeah, why not?
But no, he didn't do that.
No.
At least that guy didn't.
No.
I'm sure somebody did.
And I don't feel like
What?
this isn't to me like when there's a huge upset, normally you look at someone and you're like, you clap, you failed. Like that's Sinner didn't do that. Like would we say if someone got violently ill and was vomiting and had diarrhea and they lost, we wouldn't say that they choked. Like he didn't lose. He melted. There's nothing you can do. He even said he woke up feeling sick. Have you ever seen the Ironman triathlon one where I forget the guy's name, but I guess he's the greatest triathlon runner of all time. Have you seen the video where the guy collapses like 100 meters from the finish line?
No.
It's I guess out in Hawaii, I think it's off Maui. The heat, the wind when they have that thing, it's like an oven. Because it's like a 90 degree heat wind that blows at you. And I guess it just cooks you. And this guy is like the greatest triathlon runner of all time. This was years and years ago. And he's winning the race by, there's no one even near him. And he gets towards the finish line and you watch his body, like his knees start to buckle and he falls down like 4 times and he gets up and he literally collapses and he can't cross the finish line. And people just keep passing him by. And he's like trying to crawl. Like when you have heat exhaustion and you want Sinner bent over like that,
I know.
That's not failure.
But
your body is failing.
Yeah, that's true. But what's interesting is that he could not, like, he just couldn't. He stayed out there the whole time.
Yeah.
He didn't retire.
No.
So you would think that if it was so bad, he'd be like, look, I can't go.
But I guess I give him credit for trying.
Well, I know, but you would think that he could win all he needed to do was win one game, and he was serving.
And for the best player in the world, I think that lets you know how truly bad he was. And if anyone's had any sort of cramp, any at all, and now go play a professional tennis match, I don't care who this bum is, he's still one of the top 60 players in the world.
Whoa. Easy.
Easy.
He goes in Psy territory here.
So,
his name is Juan Manuel Cerundolo.
Yeah, he was the 52nd or 54th best player in the world.
Yeah, he was 100-1 live during the match. That is less likely to win than the Hornets would win the NBA Finals next year. Yeah. They're 90-1 to win the Finals, or the New York Giants to win the Super Bowl. Like this was much less likely than the Giants winning the Super Bowl next year.
And that was live during the.
That was live during the
when
match.
He was getting his ass.
Or the Mets. The Mets are 70-1 to win the World Series. This guy was 100-1 to win the match.
I'll tell you what, don't bet on the Mets to win the World Series. That ain't happening.
Well, I don't know how you judge biggest upsets, but that has got to be one of the most improbable upsets we've ever seen in sports.
That would certainly be in the category.
Unbelievable. And there is Frank Gay.
And I feel bad for Sinner. I do.
Yeah, he doesn't care.
No, he cares.
He's like, all right, move on to that. I'll let somebody else win one for once.
I've won 32 in a row. I guess I'll be fine.
Right. So who wins it now is the question. If for the tennis bros are now
Because Alcaraz is out. He's hurt.
Yeah, Alcaraz is out. So it's like who? Maybe Djokovic wins another one because he's in there.
Extend the. Because he's the all-time.
Casper Ruud or Rudd or whatever that guy's name is. American, I think.
That
guy.
You're like,
Taylor Fritz lost.
Fritzy.
That sexy bastard.
Well, I'm done watching the French.
Yeah, there's no reason to watch it now, except for Juan Manuel Cerundolo.
There's only one thing left to do, Juan Manuel, win the whole effing thing.
How many people are gonna fade his ass? In round 3.
You should. Just load up.
Don't do that, by the way.
Do it.
Anytime anybody says load up, don't.
Do it.
Especially when it's Secanic.
Bet the mortgage.
All right, coming up next. Oh, God, this is wild. Multnomah Mac. Do you know what? Okay, I'll give you a fork in the road here. I'll give you some NFL audio.
Okay.
Or today in World Cup news.
No, let's go with the NFL.
Okay, that's what I figured. We need some red meat here.
Yeah, give me
We
something.
talked tennis for a
I
second.
can't go tennis and then soccer. We can't go from our fire to tennis to soccer.
God,
For God's
no kidding.
sakes.
What kind of a show is this?
Dude, can we butch up a little bit, please?
And I'm Stevie Woke. Jeez.
Yeah. Dude, I'm going to do some. That's it. I'm doing some push-ups during the break to show how awesome manly I am.
Also up next, the top 5 figure skaters in the world. right, coming up next in the college football points gobbler, is Dan Lanning a top 5 college football coach?
A deep dive we discuss.
But first, you wanted some red meat
Yeah.
for today's program.
I need to butch this up a little bit with some football.
I've got some butch for you.
Let's do it.
It's 2 quarterbacks talking.
That's exciting.
How hot is that?
It is hot.
So,
Depends on what quarterbacks they are.
well,
Prepare to be disappointed.
yeah. Yeah, you may not. I mean, you know.
Because Aaron Rodgers showed up to like OTAs and he's got a real Brad Pitt Fight Club thing going on for himself right now.
What does that mean?
Oh, he's all lean. He shaved his head.
Does he have a black eye?
No, but that would be kind of cool. No, people are just saying it's the new tough guy Aaron Rodgers. He's like he's got a tattoo now and
He
he's doing the
Tom Brady had this, but Rodgers, he does look, every time you see him, he looks different.
Yeah.
I don't know why that is.
Well,
He's just a regular white guy.
he's a
But
what was
somehow-
the documentary? An enigma. You can't pin him down.
Could you change your appearance that much though to look that different every time?
No. I mean, I guess I could. I got like 3 looks. I could do beard,
Right.
mustache, like
Yeah, I just
clean
don't think
shaven.
I'm that versatile. Aaron Rodgers looks he can pull all kinds of things.
That's why he's the enigma and you're not.
And Tom Brady, and let me tell you, that guy.
Well, he's doing the surgery. That guy's got.
I mean, there are so many iterations of Tom Brady's face.
Yes.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah. Well, I'm
And his
excited.
hair?
I'm excited that we're entering the middle-aged lesbian phase of Tom Brady, and he's got the hair plugs going on. I mean, that dude, that's a different level.
He looks great.
That's like CIA changing your face. He's basically a Kardashian at this point, and he does. Just remember, you're not ugly. You're just poor. If you have money, all of a sudden you look way better.
so inspiring.
Yes.
So,
Although, did you see Brady lost out to Greg Olson, the number 2 guy for the Emmy?
no.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that doesn't surprise me.
So
Olsen's better than Brady.
I just find it hilarious that Brady replaced Greg Olson as the number 1 broadcaster, and then Olson won the Emmy. Like, whoops.
Yeah. Well, Olsen's better than Brady. Needed some time.
Yeah.
Olsen's been at it a little longer, but Greg Olson's really good. I think he's excellent at what
Greg
he does.
Olson is excellent.
And I am also one that says that Tom Brady. I don't think Tom Brady's that bad on the air.
I think he's that bad, although I think he's trying to get better. But
Yeah,
again,
I mean, I think he is getting better.
look at him. He's not good. He really isn't.
But I just don't. I have never thought he was that bad. Like people just pile on him because he's Tom Brady.
See,
he
and I
can't
don't.
be good at everything.
I don't, because I do not have anything against Tom Brady. I just don't think he's good. But like I said, there's room for improvement. I just remember hearing him for the first couple of weeks and being like, this is.
He just doesn't. If he gave something from his experiences, that'd be great. But he doesn't.
No.
He just is like.
I think he's doing a
Oh,
better
he
job
threw
of
it.
that. No, he's just. Has it been 2 years or 1?
That was his second
Second
year.
Yeah. So I just think he's improved. But anyway,
We digress.
here in Multnomah Mac, you got 2 other quarterbacks. They are not Tom Brady, although one is as handsome. We have J.J. McCarthy and Kyler Murray.
This is a frosty relationship.
Now this, as you know, Kyler Murray is now with Minnesota.
Yes.
And J.J. McCarthy is the young hotshot quarterback in Minnesota that they don't like very much. And
Yeah.
so they brought in the veteran, Kyler Murray, to probably replace him.
Yeah, hot shot's a strong term.
So here is a 50-second clip of Kyler Murray. I think, is Kyler Murray first on this? Steve, you
Yes, they asked Kyler Murray kind of what his relationship with J.J. McCarthy is.
Yeah.
And then they asked J.J. McCarthy what his relationship is with Kyler Murray.
It's been great. It's been great. Obviously, I know he's a younger guy, so any way I can help him. Obviously, I feel like I've played 7 years now, going on 8. So I'm considered a veteran, even though I don't see myself as that. Give him any knowledge that he needs. Again, we're both competitors, and I know we both want what's best for the team.
Has he been receptive to hearing criticism?
Of course. Yeah, he's overly acceptive, and he's always communicating, asking questions, stuff like that. So it's been good.
JJ, what's your relationship been like with Kyler so far?
It's just like 2 guys in a classroom. He sits on one side, I sit on the other side, and it's the coach's responsibility to teach us and coach us. So,
Is there any awkwardness like between you two?
awkwardness, it's just like the same feeling, when you're in high school and there's another person on the other side of the room. That's just kind of how it is. So I wouldn't say there's any awkwardness.
Sounds a little awkward.
Huh.
Yeah. Actually, there's 3 guys in the room. You're forgetting because you have
Who else is in the
JJ,
room?
Kyler, and 9. So
9's in there?
9's in there. Yeah. I think you got a little taste there at 9. I think that's what you got. JJ may feel like he's getting along with Kyler, but not 9.
If you don't know, 9's his alter ego. JJ McCarthy's alter ego.
He's such a douche.
Well, at least he was telling the truth.
Yeah.
Because Kyler Murray wasn't.
No, he was not. Although, to be fair, maybe Kyler is open to it. And, like,
That's true.
Kyler knows that he's the starter. And Kyler knows he's being brought in to start. And so he may take a different view of it than J.J. McCarthy. J.J. McCarthy, or 9, obviously understands that his career as a starter in Minnesota is on its last leg. And, maybe just his career in the NFL as a starter, period. Whereas Kyler probably has some confidence. He's already been paid. There's a reason why he's being brought in. So you could have 2 very different views where one guy views the other as a challenger and the other guy views him as, that's who I don't really view you as a threat. I'm coming in to replace you.
That's very true. At the same time, the only thing I can think of when Kyler Murray says that is that is a shining example of why I hate listening to athletes' interviews.
Yeah.
Because they're always lying.
Sure.
They just say what you want to hear.
Well,
he knows people want to hear that.
Yeah.
He knows he can't say it's kind of icy and he hates the kid. And he's there to take his job. Like, they can never tell the truth anyway.
Especially with his history where it was like, does he actually care about football? Does he just play video games? Like, he's like, oh, no, I'm a great teammate. Love the team. I'm all about it.
It is weird when someone comes in to take your job. I mean, it can be awkward. And everyone tries to say the right thing. But I've seen this in locker rooms plenty of times. And it's not all buddy-buddy. I mean, I was never brought in to take anyone's job, but I was there with the other dip S's trying to make the squad. And it's hard. A lot of those guys were not very receptive, knowing that there's 4 backup offensive lineman spots, and there's 9 of you in the room, and 5 of you have to go home. And really, you're probably going against 2 guys at your position. It's hard to be buddy-buddy with those guys when you know that they're trying to take your job. At least with JJ and Kyler, there's, both those guys financially are fine. For some of those other dudes that are fighting for roster spots, it's quite contentious.
Yeah, somebody else said on the text line there, they said, does it say something about 9 that Kyler Murray is the mature one here?
See, and I don't necessarily fault 9.
Yeah,
I really don't.
I like him being honest.
Yeah.
I just want athletes to be more honest, and he was. And you could tell.
But what if Kyler came out and was like, yeah, JJ and me don't have a good relationship. Like, we don't have a working relationship. We just kind of do our own things.
I'd prefer that.
Yeah. Well, that was like
I do too. But do you think fans of that team get mad at him?
Well, I mean, Flacco did this. Aaron Rodgers did this. And we do.
Tannehill kind of did that.
Yeah, we do kind of tend to, to tell those people to kind of grow up and, be more mature. We
want you to lie to us.
Yes. We want the Kyler Murray answer. We in sports media tend to roll our eyes at the J.J. McCarthy, even though one is more honest than the other. But this would be the exact same in any walk of life. If you're an attorney and you have one, you have one specific type of attorney that handles contract law at your firm, and all of a sudden they're like, hey, by the way, we went out and we hired a really high-priced guy that does your specific thing of law, and we know only one of you is going to stick around. Yeah, in what world is that going to be buddy-buddy? It's going to be frosty. It just is. But we expect athletes to, because the sanctity of the locker room, we expect guys to put all that stuff aside. And I'm here to tell you, it's a crock of S. They feed you the line of crap in front of the microphone, but behind the scenes, it is not I can't say always, very rarely is it a warm relationship.
And there's your Multnomah Mac. Thank you.
True story.
For Rescension Thursday. Nothing rescinded yet.
No.
At least in that segment.
That being said, I do kind of think it's funny when guys like McCarthy kind of get humbled a little bit.
That being said.
Yeah.
But with that being said.
Well, he's so stupid with the face
paint.
That being
said.
Sitting on the field before games so that everyone can watch him pretend to be intense. I love,
Well, he sucked in college. I don't really get the
exactly.
I mean, why does he think he's good?
Well, because
why does even he think he's good?
Because he was told he was good, and just the bits.
What a bad draft pick.
It did not.
What are they doing?
Well, it got their GM fired, is what it did. They let Sam Darnold walk, and they drafted J.J. McCarthy. That's the sort of stuff that gets you fired.
All right, the college football points gobbler is next. Is Dan Lanning a top 5 coach?
Now, from the George McCoy and Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
This update brought to you by A&E Plumbing, Heating, and Air, serving Portland, Southwest Washington, and the Gorge. Online at aneheatingandcooling.com. It's hard to stop a train. First on the Fan, NBA has passed new anti-tanking rules. That'll include expanding the draft lottery from 14 to 16 teams. They'll also have a relegation zone where the bottom 3 teams get penalized with less chances for the number 1 pick. So if you have the number 4 through 10 worst record in the NBA, you have the best chance at getting the number 1 overall draft pick. Tonight we got Game 6 in the Western Conference Finals in the NBA. Thunder taking on the Spurs. Thunder up 3-2, looking to close out the series. Spurs 3.5-point favorites. Jalen Williams, AJ Mitchell, both questionable for OKC. And 4-time Stanley Cup winner Claude Lemieux, he passed away today. TMZ reporting Lemieux died by suicide. He was 60 years old. I'm Stephen Vaughn from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at warrenallen.com.
All right, welcome back. It's hour 2 of 4. Can you believe that?
One down.
We do 4 hours of radio.
Every damn day.
Unless we cramp up, then we call a timeout.
I got hit with one of those. I told you I was at a beer hall last night. And
why do you call it a beer hall?
Because that's what it is. It's a beer hall.
Not
it's
a bar?
They're devout alcoholics.
No, it was the beer mongers. Yeah, it's like a beer hall.
Okay.
Because it was just, I think that's what they were calling it. And I ran into there was like a group of people there, and the dude was flummoxed by the idea that I did radio and not podcasting. That is.
Did you tell him that you do podcasting?
Yeah, and then it turned into a whole thing.
It's the same thing.
After about a minute and a half, I just was like, whatever, man. I stopped caring. But he was asking me like what I did, and I said I'm in radio, and he goes, oh, radio, and he's like, he like a DJ, and I said, well, no, so just.
You spin the hits?
Yeah, I was like, no, I talk, and he was like, they do that, and I was like, yeah. He's like a podcast, and I was like, yeah, it's like that, but I'm like,
How old was this guy?
I don't know, 30. 2 off, 2 on, 1 off, 2 on. It was brutal, man. it was just brutal.
God.
Yeah, and then he kept asking questions that were worse and worse, and then it's like, whatever, man.
Hey, I'm going to go get my drink. Bye.
Be over here.
I introduced myself as a podcaster now.
It's probably for the best. I think had I said I was a podcaster, he probably would have thought it was awesome.
Yeah, he would have.
Boy, he was flummoxed by the idea of radio.
He would have respected you way more.
Yes.
Well,
yes.
Here's what inevitably happens. It's the same with the radio show, or if you say you're a podcaster, they're like, oh, what's the name of it?
Yeah.
And then you tell them, and they're like, okay, cool. And they don't write it down, and
No.
they're gonna forget it. It's like, oh, I'll listen to it. Okay,
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
And you won't.
I always say the same thing. It doesn't matter. What's the name of it?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
There's a million of them.
Yeah, it's just
If you end up liking it, you'll one day realize, oh my God, that's the guy I ran into in the beer hall.
There you go.
At La Quinta.
Just move on. Doesn't matter. You don't really care, so let's just drink this whatever blue cheese pear beer thing we're drinking together and move on.
Well, here's what ends up happening is if you tell them you're a podcaster, they instantly assume you're just some,
out of the basement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
what else do you do?
Like you're a loser. Like you don't really have a job.
This is my job, I promise. I don't have another job.
No, I'm a podcaster.
I get that one a lot too. What else do you do? Nothing. This is it. What?
I drive Uber.
I DoorDash from time to time. I have an OnlyFans.
I've done that in the radio. Not OnlyFans, but
whoa.
DoorDash.
Stevie Fire with an OnlyFans? How about that?
This is breaking news.
Steve Woke.
I like that all the 80s and 90s actresses now that have nothing else to do, they're going to OnlyFans. Like Jamie Priestley, she started an OnlyFans.
Shannon Elizabeth.
Jamie Priestley has OnlyFans?
Yeah, she just launched an OnlyFans.
I loved her.
Yeah. She was great in this, man. My Name is Earl, and she was like the poor man's Margot Robbie.
Wait, was she the one in 90210?
No. That's Tiffany Amber Thiessen.
No, I'm thinking of Jenny Garth.
Oh, Jenny Garth. And by the way, that OnlyFans is like, if it's not here, just set your watch to it.
Jenny Garth?
That should be coming in. What else is she doing? Nothing.
Yeah, she's a classy lady.
Dude, someone's gonna get in her ear and be like, dude, there is millions to be made here, and all we need you to do is, it's done and done. I'm surprised Tiffany Amber Thiessen hasn't done it yet. Elizabeth Berkley. Oh, the Saved by the Bells girls. Do a combined one.
Well, you've reached the college football points gobbler segment.
Yes, sir.
Here today, and I've got some college football for you here on the Fan.
Yeah.
So I saw a list. CBS Sports put out the top 25 college football coaches headed into the 2026 season.
Because we have to do this.
We do have to do this.
And then we have to. He hasn't won anything.
Well, it is kind of an interesting debate as the old guard is kind of out.
Yeah.
With the exception of, like Kirby Smart. But Saban's gone. Like a lot of the guys are gone.
Well, and Dabo has multiple titles, but no one really thinks Dabo's any good now. Like it feels like he
Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
He's number 11 on this list.
So he is by far outside of Kirby Smart. It's not even close. Like his resume puts Dan Lanning's and everyone else's on this list to shame outside of Kirby Smart, and yet he's 11th.
Would you rather have Dabo Sweeney or Kalani Sitake?
Well, the answer is Dabo, but
because they're right next to each other on this list.
So no offense, and I love Kalani. Kalani's a teammate of mine. He was a fullback with a mustache when I was there. Good dude, and he's done a nice job at BYU. But the idea that Dabo, who's been to he's been in the playoff multiple times. He's been to, I think, the 4 national championships. He's won 2 of them. He brought Clemson from a nothing program that was just an also-ran in the ACC to one of the true powers of the last 40 years. And we're going to say that Dabo and Kalani Sitake are on the same level.
Well, if we're talking current, not history.
Yeah.
Not their legacy. Of course, we take Dabo in the legacy, but if I'm talking right now, Dabo doesn't want to go to the portal. Dabo doesn't want to play players. Yeah. Kalani, it seems like he wants to pay players, go to the portal.
His teams have been pretty good. And the limitations at BYU, So
like I think Dabo has just hurt himself. Like he doesn't they won back in the day because they were paying kids under the table. Now everyone's paying them and he doesn't want to pay them over the table.
They were in the playoff and won a game 2 years ago. Just saying.
He's had some weird, like last year was weird for them.
Yeah,
like they were
supposed to be good.
Yeah, they should have been really good.
They were loaded up. That team
their draft was crazy.
A lot of draft picks.
A lot of draft picks,
and Klubnik sucked. And like, what is that about?
I don't know.
Anyway, number 10 on the list is Kyle Whittingham. So would you rather have Dabo or Kyle? And to me,
at least Kyle has a resume. It's not Dabo's resume.
See, I'm taking Whittingham there.
I think I'm still as painful it is. It's Dabo. I can't. Dabo has been. We act as if, and this. I hate doing this because I'm not a Dabo Sweeney guy. I think he's a giant turd, and I think he's a hypocrite. And I hate the hiding behind Jesus crap. It drives me crazy. But we act like what? Do me a favor. Would you look up Kyle Whittingham over the last, let's say, 6 years? Just look that up because Kyle Whittingham. I love Kyle Whittingham. I always wanted him to be BYU's coach. But what is his record? Let's go.
Well, I thought you'd give me some more time here. Hold on.
Searching.
Let's see.
Say
the last
10-4. Okay, so you want last 6 years?
Yeah, give me 2020.
2020. Well, that's COVID. So
okay, 2019 then.
Well, let's go 2021. Since COVID, 10-4. 2019 he was 11-3. But Utah 2021 10-4, lost in the Rose Bowl. 2022 10-4, lost in the Rose Bowl. 2023 8-5. 2024 5-7. 2025 10-2.
Okay, so it's a great resume, right? No one's doubting that Kyle Whittingham is a top 10 coach, and now he's the coach of Michigan. So since Dabo sucks, this is Dabo since I'll go 2019. Lost in the College Football National Championship, went 14-1. Since then, he went 10-2, Sugar Bowl. 10-3, which was the bad year to the Cheez-It Bowl. Then 11-3 in the Orange Bowl. 9-4, oh my God, sky's falling. 10-4, and that's 10-3. And by the way, went to the College Football Playoff. And then last year, 7-6. He's had 1 year. One.
Yeah, it was one bad year, huh?
It was one bad year.
Isn't that weird?
And yet we view
think about him as like falling off a cliff.
Because they went on a run where they...
But it was the Cheez-It Bowl.
Oh, the Cheez-It Bowl.
I'm going to need a little bit more about the Cheez-It Bowl.
In a 5-year stretch, he played for the national championship 4 times. And the one where he didn't play for the national title, he went 12-1. So it's like we have this notion, and I get it. Like, we may not get to where Clemson is like playing for a national title 4 out of 5 years is ridiculous. You could say the same thing about Kirby. Kirby had that and has fallen off a little bit. But this idea that Clemson is an also-ran and that Dabo stinks now, I get he's a victim by his own success, but we lift up a Kyle Whittingham and we lift up some of these other coaches whose resumes aren't anywhere near Dabo's, and over the last 5 years, their records aren't any better than Dabo's. Kyle Whittingham's never been to the playoff, and Dabo has.
Can I argue, though, that Clemson's talent is much, much better? 32 draft picks since 2020, including 7 first-round picks since 2020, yet they haven't won a playoff game, got in because they
won the ACC.
They won the ACC barely out of game-winning field goal.
So he's still getting elite talent. But isn't that another credit? And he's still winning at a high level. I mean,
he may be a victim of his own.
That's kind of my thing.
It's like when Joe Torre wins 3 World Series and then never wins another one. It's like you're comparing him to the guy who won 3.
Yeah,
and it's pointing down. The where it looks like it's going now is it's going downhill.
Certainly,
he snuck into the playoff. Yes, he got that. We'll give him credit for that. But then last year, with all that talent, they sucked again. We'll see how he is this year. Yeah. Because this is a big year for him to see.
This is a big year.
This is kind of it. I'm with you. I don't like him. I'm not buying it. So I'm kind of downgrading him already in my mind.
Isn't that amazing though that 10-2, 10-3, 11-3, 9-4, 10-4. that's the downgrade. Right. You've had 1 year. And this year it's like, well, if he doesn't do it, his ass is fired. It's
one thing about how bad Clemson really was before.
They were nothing.
Yeah.
So this goes to show you, man, like Dan Lanning's riding high and Kirby's riding high and all these guys. It can change. The perception of you can change real, real fast. And that's a guy, again, that has won, not one, but 2 national championships.
So this is CBS Sports, top 25 college football coaches heading into 2026. Is Dan Lanning top 5?
I bet you he is.
You think he is? Do you think he is? Like, if you're going to name your top 5, who are you naming?
I don't think he's, well, and coach is a weird thing. I do not think he is a top 5 schematics coach, no. Do I think he is a top 5 program builder? Yes.
No, you said program.
Program.
No, all encompassing.
Yeah, I don't think there's 5 coaches that I would, if I had a blank slate,
yeah,
I do not think there's 5 coaches in today's world of football that I would take over Dan Lanning.
He is number,
say 3 or 4.
You think he's 3?
3 or 4.
He is number 5. Okay. He made the top 5. Daniel A. Lanning. You know what the A stands for?
Allen.
Arthur.
Oh, damn it.
Signetti is 1.
Well, yeah.
Kirby is 2. Ryan Day 3. They have Marcus Freeman 4.
Okay.
And then Dan Lanning. Followed by Sark at 6. Cristobal 7. DeBoer 8. Kiffin 9. Whittingham 10. There's your top 10.
These are all very arbitrary, but I don't have a problem with any of that.
Would you rather have Cristobal or Sark?
God.
Gross.
I don't particularly like either one of them.
I'd take Cristobal.
I think I would take Sark simply because I like guys that can build offenses, and Cristobal can't build anything. Cristobal is the definition of a CEO coach, and I still like guys, and this is like Lanning. Lanning doesn't coordinate his defense, but Dan Lanning's fingerprints can be over that defense. Same thing with Kirby, same thing with Sark. You bring in coordinators, but Mario is at the mercy. He is just a CEO. And I'm not trying to take shots at him. I actually like Mario. I didn't have a problem when he was here. He's kind of a red ass, but welcome to coaching. There's enough people that I've spoken to that he just doesn't. He is not a. He's not a planner. He is not an X's and O's guy. He is an O-line coach, and that is what he does.
There's too many end of game debacles with Cristobal.
Yeah,
I can't trust him.
Yeah,
he's losing to
Sark.
No,
more than Cristobal.
But I trust him more than Cristobal.
Losing to Louisville last year, SMU, the when they beat Notre Dame, they tried to lose that game. There were numerous things at the end of the game where they did not execute. Remember the game where they just ran the ball instead of downing it, and they ended up losing to Georgia Tech? There's just too much stuff on Cristobal's resume. I would take Sark over him.
Kiffin or DeBoer?
DeBoer.
Really?
Yeah. I think DeBoer is a really good coach.
I think he's awesome.
DeBoer or Freeman?
It's good.
I take DeBoer.
Yeah, I think I might still lean DeBoer, but that's close.
That's a good one, yeah.
That's really good.
You can't go wrong either way.
Again, I always lean I lean offense more than I do defense, and I lean guys that create systems. So that aren't coordinator dependent. So I think I would still take DeBoer over Freeman, but I totally get why if you want an elite CEO type and it's Marcus Freeman.
So if you like guys that create systems, how about Lincoln Riley or Kenny Dillingham?
I would have laughed at that question 5 years ago, and I don't think I can laugh anymore. I think that is way closer than I want to
see what
realize.
Arizona State does this year without Jordan Tyson or Levitt.
I still would take Lincoln Riley, but the fact that is even in discussion,
100%.
I was convinced when Lincoln Riley went to USC that there was get ready. There is another power out here on the West, and this was going to be a dogfight with Oregon. And this is as disappointing a hire, I think, as the last 15, 20 years in college football. This is Brian Kelly, LSU, Lincoln. It's that same sort of thing that it's get ready. This is going to be a new power. A resurrection, and it didn't happen. And Brian Kelly's already been fired. And if Lincoln Riley falls on his ass, he could be out too.
Whittingham or James Franklin?
Whittingham.
Really?
Yeah. I think Franklin got a bum deal, and I think Franklin's a good coach, but I just really like Kyle Whittingham. And his age is a problem, but I want to see what he can do with all the resources, because I thought he did a hell of a job with one hand tied behind his back at Utah. And not that Utah is bad, but Utah does not have the tools that Michigan and Oregon and SC have.
It reminds me a lot of the Mike Riley going to Nebraska.
Yes, and it didn't work.
Didn't work. So I'm with you. I love Whittingham, but we'll see what he does with elite talent now, because he has it at Michigan. He never had it at Utah.
He has my utmost respect. But again, he's also a guy that never could find an offense. And he went through coordinator after coordinator, and this is why I will always lean to an offensive creator. It's amazing that just over his 20 years there at Utah, the number of coordinators and quarterbacks and everything, and he just could never really settle on one. And that's
how about this
that's
one?
A problem.
I got a couple of plump fellas for you.
Okay,
a lot of friends are fat.
Josh Heupel. I'm just going through the list and comparing.
I like Heupel.
Josh Heupel or Eli Drinkwitz?
Oh, yeah. I think I'd probably take Drinkwitz.
I think he's pretty good.
Yeah, he is. And again, what he's done in Missouri.
And Heupel is good too.
Yeah.
But their defense is.
Yeah.
All right. Here's the real one. You ready to get real?
The real?
Jed Fish gets me hot.
Ooh, who doesn't?
Jed Fish or PJ Fleck?
Oh.
You surround yourself with turds?
I have to take my personal stuff aside, right?
You have to what now?
I have to take my personal feelings aside because...
What, have you slept with one of them or something?
Yeah, PJ. God, that guy. Just never called me in the morning. And
well, you don't like either of them.
I don't. I think I would take Fleck.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, where does... Okay, so by the way, neither of those guys in the top 25.
No.
I just did that as a funny...
I think Fish he's fine. He's a placeholder. If I'm UW, I just feel like that's a ticking time bomb, and I don't like ticking time bombs. I just think he's the appendix of the college football world. You're not really sure what he does, but he's there, and you don't mind him, but you feel like at any moment that guy could rupture and just send you into sepsis. And I don't like that. I would rather it just be gone and not deal with it.
So you also have, this is, by the way, the CBS Sports top 25 college football coaches headed into the 2026 season. Dan Lanning was 5th. Of course, Signetti and Kirby Smart won 2. Other guys on the list, Mike Elko, Rhett Lashley, Matt Campbell. All, you know the guys. Yeah. But one guy that's interesting who is in the top 25, but I just have no idea what to do with him, is Kirk Ferentz.
Yeah.
What do you do with Kirk Ferentz?
Is
he a top 20 coach?
Yes. But there's also a ceiling on him. He shouldn't be anywhere else.
He's like the original PJ Fleck.
Yes, he stays in his lane, and for Iowa, he's perfect. But Ferentz would not work at Miami. He would not work at Texas. He would not work at Oregon.
Climb out of my ass for a while.
Wouldn't work.
How about this one?
But at Iowa, when there's minimal expectations and it's a certain type of player you're recruiting and a certain fan base, he has been. Sometimes fit is just perfect. And Iowa and Ferentz go together like peanut butter and strippers. It just works.
Do you remember when they paid him $5 million a year?
Yeah, and everyone laughed at it.
Yeah, we all were like, "Oh my God, what are you doing?"
Lifetime deal.
That was smart.
It's great deal.
How about this one, Ferentz or Joey McGuire?
Oh, I would take McGuire.
Really?
Yeah. Because
he's an old high school coach.
He's an old high school coach, but he's done a phenomenal job. But he's also gotten a ton of resources.
Exactly.
But I will swing for upside. Now, if you told me Iowa, or if I'm, if I'm Iowa, if I'm Minnesota, if I'm Eastern Michigan, I think I would take Ferentz because I know I'm going to commitment and I know I'm going to get a good program. I'm going to make money. I'm going to be solid 25 team. But if my goal is to outkick my coverage, if my goal is to get to a playoff and really try to build something, I'm taking Joey McGuire. There's just a higher upside there, and you've seen with McGuire in a lesser conference and resources, McGuire's done a great job. So I would take him.
Okay. That's all we have time for in the Points Gabbler.
Fit matters. Certain guys fit certain places. Like, I'm not certain Dan Lanning works as well as Kirk Ferentz does at Iowa. I think Dan Lanning's a guy that needs those resources.
Okay.
But I wouldn't want Ferentz at Oregon.
What?
It's like
people are clamoring for Kirk Ferentz at Oregon.
Lanning doesn't win it all this year. We need Ferentz.
Yeah.
Kirk Ferentz was the is the best coach that no one has gone after.
Yes.
Right? Like, has anybody even offered that guy a job in 20 years?
Well, they know. Good luck getting him out of there, too.
Yeah, it's like you don't even think about him. Like, he's the weirdest.
After the nukes are dropped, the cockroaches and Kirk Ferentz will survive. He'll just come out of that pink locker room and be gristly and still put up 6 points and tell you that it's fine.
And he probably stays at La Quinta's.
I think that's his. That's where he stays on the road.
All right, we got to get to In the News, baby. Are you mentally and physically tough?
No, I'm soft.
Next.
Now, from the George McCoy and Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
First on the Fan, the NBA trying to stop teams from tanking has passed a new anti-tanking rule that will include expanding the draft lottery from 14 to 16 teams. They're going to have a relegation zone where the bottom 3 teams get penalized with lessened chances for the number 1 overall pick. So if you have records, the 4th through 10th worst record in the NBA, you have the best shot at getting the number 1 overall draft pick. We do have the game tonight, Thunder Spurs, Western Conference Finals, Game 6 in San Antonio. Thunder looking to wrap up the series. They're up 3-2. Jalen Williams, AJ Mitchell still questionable. No word yet on if they are playing Spurs. 3.5-point home favorites. Winner of that series will take on the Knicks in the finals, but the Knicks may be without center Mitchell Robinson, as Robinson has suffered a broken right pinky finger. No timetable yet on his return. And sad news, 4-time Stanley Cup winner Claude Lemieux, he passed away today. TMZ reporting Lemieux died by suicide. He was 60 years old. I'm Stephen Vaughn from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at warrenallen.com.
All right, welcome back to our show.
We'll do it live.
We're doing it live, Bill. It is May 28, 2026. It is time now for In the News. I'm your noted and humble newsman. Thank you. Thank you so much. Please be seated. All rise. Now sit. Sit!
You got it. Sit, boo-boo, sit. Good dog.
Nope.
Remember that commercial?
Yeah.
I don't think it was a commercial. It was like a network thing at the end of a show.
NBC, maybe?
Something like that. It was like, yeah, sit, boo-boo, sit. Good dog. It's like,
I wonder why they did that.
I don't know. It's like some sort of production company thing or whatever. It's just like the way they ended programming. I have no idea what it was for, but I remember made me think of that when you said sit.
Yeah, apparently that was Ubu Productions.
Okay.
Family Ties.
So it was sit, ubu?
Yeah, it was,
Yeah.
actually.
Sit, ubu, sit.
Yeah. I didn't know that. I thought it was Boo Boo as well.
Yeah. Ubu.
Sit, Ubu, sit. Good dog.
Good dog.
Ubu Productions.
Okay.
They did shows like Family Ties and Spin City.
Yeah, I just always remember, like, every now and then, it's the end of shows, they would play that. No idea
Yeah, and he
what
had the frisbee in his mouth.
Yeah. Ubu.
He's a good boy.
I say that every day. Who's a good boy?
Where was I, Jason? Very
I
important.
don't know. Now I'm thinking about my good boy.
Very important news dissemination here on Recension Thursday.
Yes. In Recension, we will do.
We get free recensions all day. We've already rescinded a lot of things.
Yes, we have.
All right, it's International Hamburger Day.
Oh, who doesn't love good burger?
Do you know the best? Can you remember the best burger you ever had?
Ooh, I've had some good burgers in my life. The best burger.
You're a burgerman.
I am a burgerman. Me and my buddy are in the process of trying to find the best burger in Portland. Yeah,
You put Laurel Hirsch Market on your list.
Yeah,
it's a mean burger.
It's a nice burger. Tulu Shop also right now. That's high on my list. Rhinestone, another dynamite burger. Boy,
McDonald's.
Was that Schulte?
Yeah.
He tried to claim that the McDonald's burger was like
he tried to throw it in the top 10.
like one of the best burgers.
Nah.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if I can specifically remember the best burger, because I remember the best barbecue I've ever had. I remember the best Mexican I've ever had, but burger, I don't know if I can single that in.
I know. It's hard.
Yeah.
I guess we got nowhere there.
Yeah, I don't know.
Stevie Fire, you remember the best burger you ever had? You seem like a burgerman.
I don't.
No offense.
I don't know. I'm taking offense to that. I remember I forget
Sucker.
I had a good one in Vegas. I remember one time.
Oh, yeah?
I can't remember what place it was though. Maybe somewhere at the Mirage.
As I'm scrolling my index, I am going to go with, and this may be childhood nostalgia, but when we would come back from fishing and hunting trips, there was a place called the Double Muskie in Alaska. And it's the only place you've ever been to where you could see a guy in a tuxedo and a guy in hip waders. But the Double Muskie it's like a legendary spot up there, and they have it's like a combination of caribou, like bison and beef and pork all mixed into one. And that burger, when I was a kid, was probably Like, I remember that. But also, you're like 12, 13. So would I remember it the same way? But anytime we would go through, that burger was like, that was the highlight of the trip for my fat little butt. It was like, I got to go see these amazing places, and all I could think about was going to get that burger. That's how I was a little fat kid. But that one stands out as maybe the best burger that I've ever had.
PDX Slider is kind of the go-to spot for the Vons if we're just getting a burger.
They have a lot of good stuff there. Yeah. PDX Slider. Is this the one in Selwood?
Yes.
Yeah. Over by close to Milwaukee.
Yeah.
It is also National Brisket Day. What a day for food.
Oh, yeah.
Meat. What a day for meat.
Well, we got Matt's Barbecue. They do a nice brisket. They bring it out every year for our golf tournament.
Love a good brisket.
Yeah.
Are you mentally and physically tough?
No, I'm soft. Soft as baby S.
Survivor, the show, is having a casting call.
Doing the tryouts, are we?
At Chinook Casino.
Oh.
Saturday, June 6th. For you Tuffy McTuffertons.
This is for people that like have no job and can just leave for months at a time?
Well, Survivor casting call participants, please don't take this the wrong way. But I've often thought you have to really think highly of yourself.
Yeah.
Because it's not just maybe you're a really good outdoorsman. That's one thing.
Yeah.
And you know that about yourself. You're confident in that setting. Okay, that's one thing. But now you have to go in front of the camera and try to pitch them on why you should be on the show. Like, you really got to have, I don't know, I just think you think you're great in order to do that.
Yeah. Well, and no one has like I said, no one has a real job. Like, there's no, normal people, because I can't go to the boss and be like, hey, I'm on Survivor. I'm taking 6 months.
Well, I think some people put it this way. You could go to Dusty and say, listen, I want to be on Survivor.
Yeah.
This is really important to me. I'm going to go to the casting call on Saturday, June 6th.
Sure.
At Chinook Casino from 10 to 4.
Yeah.
If I make, and there's a series of cuts. I read through the thing. It takes forever. They're gonna send you to this place and that place, and you got to talk to these people, and the producers decide. If you make the cut,
yeah.
and you actually get on the show,
yeah.
then you have that discussion. But
yeah, give it a whirl.
You could try out, go there this weekend or next weekend, I guess.
See, Survivor 2, you don't have to be like, if you go on one of those adventure shows like Naked and Afraid or Alone, like, you have to be dialed in. Survivor, it's not that. You just have to be a jackass that's willing to screw everyone else over.
Well, this is what I mean. You have to sit in front of a camera, and they give you 1 minute.
Yeah.
This is what you will do if you meet the minimum requirements, and those are on their website.
Yeah.
And then you sign a video waiver. You get 1 minute in front of their producers to convince them why you should be on the show. And it has nothing to do with your ability to survive in the wild.
You just got to be a personality.
Exactly.
Would you want to?
No.
I would not want to.
According to the internet, you're only gone for approximately 6 weeks.
6 weeks?
For Survivor.
They shoot that thing in 6 weeks.
Oh.
Wow.
So if I'm gone for 6 weeks, you know why.
Yeah.
But you got to do. I guess you still got to do promotion for all that. Yeah, I guess that's. I thought it was longer.
Hey,
than
listen,
that.
we'd hold down the fort if you got on Survivor. You'd get your job back.
I feel like we should all try out for Survivor.
I would be the first one voted off.
Why?
They would hate you.
They would hate me.
Why would they hate?
Because they would instantly look at him and be like, "This guy is going to screw us all over."
The camera, I may be a good person on camera, but there's no way I could play the little game.
They would all be so intimidated by him.
But have you ever watched that show, though?
Yeah, it's all schemers, and it's just
It's kind of interesting who ends up getting ahead and who it's I don't know.
It's the intimidation thing, though.
I think you could play.
I don't know, man. I don't have the temperament for that.
You're a Survivor champion. You don't even know it.
I think
You're
I
like
would
a bear with these big effing claws, and you don't even know it. You're so effing money.
I do not think I would do well. I
wouldn't do well.
No, I don't think so. I think you have to be willing to tolerate. You just have to be willing to take it. And then there's always that guy, he's overly emotional. He's got some awful story about how he's got lupus and his mom's got bad breath, and then he lost a dog recently and he's crying, and it's just a bunch of really soft soy boys. Yeah,
Swagel.
Yeah.
What fan personality would be the best on Survivor?
Huh.
I actually
Sprague.
No, I've got another fan personality in mind.
Who you got?
Danny. I'm not kidding.
I'm
not kidding.
You think he'd do great?
I do. I actually think he would do great on that show.
I think he could get people to follow him.
Yes. Well, he couldn't. Well, I just think he would be good on that show.
Well, clearly he would dominate.
He would tell you what you want to hear. That's what I'm saying. Like I think he
could play the mental gymnastics.
Yeah.
That it takes. And I think he'd be actually good at it.
He
would be a villain.
He would pit people against each other.
Yeah, he could do it.
I think you're right actually on that one. It's a good call.
Watch out for Danny. Why are you so quiet?
What?
You went silent.
Well,
what's going on over there? What are you, a mute?
I'm in mute now.
You didn't say anything. I'm scared. You having a stroke? Do you need Narcan?
Ah!
What is that?
Well, go try out for Survivor if you want to. I'm good. The Amazing Race, I think, actually looks fun. Survivor, I'm good.
Do you think it would be fun, though?
The Amazing Race would be fun, I think.
Do you think it would?
Yeah.
Or would it be like, oh, this isn't all it's cracked up to be because you got to shoot, and you got to reshoot, and you got to do interviews, and you got to, Yeah.
I'm sure there would be an element of that, but at least you get to go cool, like see cool stuff. Survivor is just you and a bunch of other donkeys on an island trying to screw one another and saying how awesome you are to the camera. I'm good.
Probably lose a few pounds.
Yeah, there you go.
Kind of nice.
Yeah, thin out. Is that Dewey Ox? That I joined the military and lose a couple pounds while I'm at it. Stripes.
So that's Saturday. Chinook wins Saturday, June 6th, 10 to 4, if you think you can be on Survivor.
That's a good one, Swag. I'd like to see Swag on Survivor.
Now, see, Swag,
and he's a likable guy.
He'd be interesting because he's very smart.
Yes.
I could see him either bowing out very early or going really deep.
See, I think Swag could win.
Yes, but I also think he could be gone first.
Yeah.
Like, he's a boomer bust candidate.
Well, but that's the problem is no one would like Danny. Nobody. And he would be gone in a day. People would like Swag.
No. You underestimate Danny's ability to just...
He would spend the first 3 hours telling everyone how great he is, and they would vote him off in 6 seconds. I think he's
smarter than that. Watch out. As a matter of fact, I want him to go there. I'm going to endorse him. I'm gonna put my money behind him. I'm going to bet on him. I think that dude's manipulative. He could manipulate his way to that $1 million, and he should try it.
It depends on who the other cast is. If you get the right cast, I think Danny could convince these other the other guys and gals to follow him around.
Swag, on the other hand, I think Swag's the right amount of competent, smart, and likable to where I think he could make a deep run. I think Sprague, too.
He's a little tismy.
Well, then, I also think Sprague. Sprague's a likable guy, too, and he's unassuming. He kind of looks like a howdy-doody sort of doll. You wouldn't really think he's intimidating.
See, that's your problem, is you're too intimidating. They would look at you like, oh, this guy's a threat.
So here's my thought on Sprague. I think Sprague would do reasonably well until you if you've ever watched that show, I actually kind of like that show. I haven't watched it in years.
Yeah, I watched the beginning.
But I watched it back in the day, and it was pretty good. It's pretty interesting, the human dynamics. There comes a point in the show where the rubber meets the road, and you have to be an ass.
Yeah.
You have to lie. You have to, and I think he's too nice at that point.
So that'd be your fault. You're too nice.
Yeah, I wouldn't be any good. That's where Danny, I think,
which is where
flips.
Danny would thrive.
Dude, he would thrive.
Dude, he tore his hamstring going to an Oregon Duck game.
Well, listen,
like the physical competition is maybe not his thing.
There's women out there. Was that sexist? Stevie Woke?
Ladies, great. It's ladies' night on the island. We're getting canceled for being woke.
Hey, it's a good thing Big Zook didn't go to Hood River.
Oh, thank God.
That's next.
everything falls into place.
All right, this is In the News you are listening to here on 105.1 The Fan. It is May 28, 2026. Your noted newsman here, news contributor Jason Skukanik, right over there.
Oh, man.
2 more stories for you here tonight. Maybe even a third if we have time. I don't know.
I think we do have time. I mean, we're actually...
Well, yeah, they're not selling any spots.
No, we're doing pretty good on time. Well, I mean, to be
Chewing
fair...
clock over here.
Cooley got run over by a car, so, as far as we know.
What if he did?
I'd feel bad.
Is that where he is?
I had a friend of mine who was a cop when I lived in the center for years and years, and every time I'd see him, I'd be like, dude, you shoot anyone yet? And I said that for years, every time I'd see him. And I saw him one day at church, and I was like, dude, your candy ass shoot anyone yet? And he got real quiet, and then I was like, oh, crap. Yeah, he killed someone. And then I felt terrible. And I just was like, So you got to be careful. I mean, we've been joking about Cooley being run over until he actually gets run over. He is a little fella. You could easily hit him and miss him.
No one can see him.
No one can see him.
Out there.
How terrible would we feel right now if he's been gone for a week and he's literally laying in a hospital bed right now because he got hit by a truck?
I think you would feel worse than I would, seeing as how you were the one that said that. But
well, you've gone along with it. Look at you trying to distance yourself from it.
I have, but
listen to the advocate spot. You were on board.
This is Recension Thursday, and I'm out on this.
Just in case he has indeed been run over.
That's
Cooley, if you're out there, can you please text us and let us know that you are indeed not laying in a ditch?
Will we have a new boss on Monday? Yes or no? Call She says 75% yes.
Don't worry, the POTUS said we have to protect it at all costs. It's not going anywhere.
Residents in this Oregon town have reported several recent cougar sightings.
Oh, no.
Yeah, the cougars are out hunting for young tot boys.
It happens. Hey, someone got killed by a black bear I saw this weekend. Not around here, but...
These cougar sightings, Hood River.
It is a good thing I didn't go. I'm going to throw that in the BTJ's face.
It was very dangerous there.
Like, you want to go to Hood River with cougars running around?
The Hood River Police Department says it received reports of the cougar in the western part of town, specifically near 3100 Cascade Avenue, which I believe is right where you were going.
Cool. Now she's putting us all in danger. I don't want to fight a cougar.
Okay,
now, is this one of those juvenile cougars, or?
Oh, they don't know. No, it's just a cougar. So be watchful, exercise caution. You know, those things.
Yeah.
Would you like the tips from the Oregon Department of Fish and Wildlife?
If you see a cougar?
Yeah.
If you see a cougar,
I mean, a lot of people don't know what to do.
Yeah. Aren't you supposed to get big and yell at it or something? Throw a rock? You're not supposed to run. I think you're supposed to rough talk it. Give yourself a stick. I think that's what you're supposed to do. What about pushing a smaller tourist in front of you?
Push Cooley out there?
How's that work? Look, I always said, anytime, that's an old Alaskan proverb, is if you're being chased by a bear, you don't have to be first. You just can't be last. Just kind of trip someone and be like, whoops.
So around your home, they're saying, be aware of any wildlife corridors or places where deer or elk concentrate, because then you'll find the cougs.
Yeah.
That's food. Walk pets during the day, keep them on a leash, keep pets indoors at dawn and dusk. Motion lights are a good thing.
It is always weird when you see someone posts a video and they're in their living room and then they just go to the back porch and it's just there staring at you.
Yeah, it's like, come out. Yeah, I dare you.
And the little dog sitting there barking at it. You're like, shut up.
Come out.
Yeah, see what happens.
So, short cat story.
Yeah.
For you. I can't. It's not a cougar, but
no.
We have this huge. So we moved down the street.
Yeah.
And one of the cats, because we have 2 cats now.
Yeah.
And for those who don't know why, my wife's dad passed away with us.
They're Dick's cats.
They were his cats,
yeah.
Dick's cats. And he died, and so my wife doesn't have the heart to get rid of these cats. And I hate the cats.
So now you have 2 cats.
And one of the cats is all right, but the fat cat's crazy.
Yeah.
Anyway, the other cat, not the fat cat, comes down to our house. Well, he gets in fights with this neighborhood cat, this big bully cat that lives down there.
Oh.
And he's a big cat named Tamir, and he's huge.
Yeah.
He's practically a cougar. And they fight, and they fought twice now. And we've talked to the owner, and he's like, look, cats are going to be cats. I'm like, I totally agree. Can your cat just Maybe finish the job. What? I'm just kidding.
Are you trying to cockfight Dick's cats?
No.
I feel like you're actively trying to cockfight these two cats.
Anyway, the front door has glass.
Yeah.
Tamir, so I come out of the kitchen the other day, and the cat is in the house with us.
Yeah.
And Tamir is sitting at the front door, staring right into our foyer.
Oh boy!
Because we have a foyer.
Yeah.
Looking at the cat that he keeps beating up.
It's ready to go.
Yes, that's what made me think of it. Is you're like sitting there staring at you. Tamir was like, "Let's go."
It's very uncomfortable, isn't it?
Get your ass out here. Is that what we? Wait, what is that?
I pulled that.
Is that me or him?
That is unnerving.
Yeah, I was like, TT. That's
the fat ear cat.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want anything
I'm
to
like,
do with
TT, you want to go outside?
I feel like Rob's gonna stage a horrible accident and then explain to nurse, I don't know what happened.
Well, look, cats are gonna cat.
Somehow we opened a door and they ended up in a box together. I don't know. And now the cat's dead.
They're gonna fight. Cats are gonna cat, man. It happens.
Our cats are gonna cat.
They are. They're very territorial. So somebody's got to win the territory down there. It's like a gang fight. The fat cat's useless. He just lays around.
Rob's actively trying to stage cat fights. What's that? What's the Kalshi odds on that? Can I bet?
I'll tell you what, Tamir's winning.
Yeah. He's an overwhelming
Unfortunately.
He's an overwhelming favorite.
I like little Teets. He's cool, but he's kind of old and much smaller.
Maybe take Teets out to Hood River and don't put him on a leash. See what happens.
Oh, that's awful. Why would you suggest such a
you're
terrible
you're out taking him to get fresh air.
General safety tips. Cougars are normally elusive and wary of you, so they will often retreat if given the opportunity. So leave them a way to escape.
Yeah.
If you encounter one, stay calm. Do not run.
Yeah.
Running can trigger a chase response. Raise your voice. Speak firmly.
Tell you, rough talk it.
Maintain direct eye contact.
So that seems like you shouldn't do it, but I guess you should.
Look that bitch right in the eye.
What is that?
Pick up children. Or don't.
Pick up kids.
Back away slowly.
Pick up kids optional?
I mean, if you want to.
So you just said?
Back away slowly. If the cougar displays aggressive behavior, does not leave. Raise your arms to make yourself look larger.
Yeah.
Clap your hands.
Yeah.
If it attacks you...
I think that's what you do.
If it attacks you, fight back with rocks, sticks, pepper spray, tools, or any available items.
Go to the eyes, if you will. I don't know. You're gonna get.
We talked about this with the dog attack.
Yeah, you go to the
butt.
rear.
Right in the butt.
Go to the thumb.
Seriously, they'll be like, "Whoa,
yeah,
didn't expect that."
Dude, that thing
Right
is
in the
gonna
butt.
rip you up. I don't know if it would kill you as a grown man, but you are walking away with a lot of stitches.
Spit on that thing.
Dude, a pissed off house cat is gonna rip you up. Now imagine what a freaking cougar does. Thanks, but no thanks.
So cougar sightings in Hood River. And our last story, do you remember Crawl Space Bro?
Yeah, I do remember Crawl Space Bro.
Yeah.
I kind of like trying to picture
Well-
the doo-doo hole here.
Well, you can't do that.
No.
But he was living in a crawl space of a triplex. Okay, so he was down under and they showed pictures of it.
It was actually kind of cool.
Yeah, he had a pretty good setup. He had like strung lights up. He had,
I
he had
like-
video game consoles.
Yeah, he was siphoning Wi-Fi and electricity.
And electricity.
Look, as far as the streetmen go, he was a go-getter streetman, and quite frankly, I was impressed.
They called it frogging.
Yeah.
He was frogging. He was a 41-year-old guy named Ben Amin.
Not touching that.
Well, that's his name.
I don't know.
There's no J. It's an I. Ben Amin.
You're doing great.
I know I am. Thank you. Anyway, how long do you think he got? He was sentenced today.
Oh, we couldn't have gotten more than like 6 months, right?
3 years.
He got 3 years?
Yep.
Get out of here.
It was in Happy Valley. A townhome in Happy Valley. Got 3 years in prison.
Dude,
Dude's going away.
There's people that try to kill people to get less than 3 years. He ain't doing 3 years. He's out in 8 months.
Does it help you to know that he was doing meth
well,
in there?
Yeah, that's... See, he's really going to jail for meth. 3 years for...
He also had a sword and knives.
Yeah. All right.
He lived there for 2.5 months.
I just wouldn't think. Maybe Happy Valley's different than Portland. I think in Portland he'd get some sort of award.
They're tough on crime.
They're tough on crime out there in Happy Valley. They ain't screwing around in Clackamas County. Enough of this crap.
He had prior convictions too. Burglary, criminal trespass, theft, and resisting arrest. Now, this raises a question. Would you let... So I actually have a livable crawl space.
Yeah.
I mean, somebody could be nice and relatively warm and safe down there.
Mm-hmm.
It is a crawl space.
Sure.
But there is electricity. There's a light.
Mm-hmm.
You can kind of stand up in it.
Yeah.
But not fully.
Yeah. More of a hunch over sort of situation.
Yeah, but you could lay a mattress in there or whatever.
So Gollum it, if you will, like a real Lord of the Rings situation.
Would you let someone come and go from your crawl space if they weren't doing drugs?
Yeah.
And they paid you, I don't know, $900 a month.
Oh, $900. I just let someone stay there.
Oh.
If I knew the person or like
I'd charge them.
I thought they were kind of cool. If someone's down on their luck.
What if it was Ben Amin?
No, he's got meth. Yeah, I can't.
But what if he's clean? Clean Ben Amin.
Yeah.
That's what they call him.
Well, no, he's got a laundry list.
Yeah, he's a criminal.
No.
Well, you can't vet him. It's not like you're running him through a...
Well, when we were in college, we had a homeless guy live in our basement for like a month. He was a cool dude. He just hung out down there, and then one day he just left. But like that, we had that situation. And that wasn't a crawl space. It was like an unfinished basement, and he slept down there for a little bit.
In college, we let a lot of people sleep on the couch.
Exactly.
Probably shouldn't have.
Yeah.
But this is a little different. You're a family man.
If I had a decent vibe and it was a livable crawl space, I don't care.
You're like, yeah, go.
Yeah, knock yourself out. You don't need to pay. What are you going to pay me? You're a streetman.
I'd charge him.
You're going to pay me? Well, he's a streetman.
Not necessarily. You're assuming that. Maybe it's just somebody who just sits
Okay,
down.
if he had $900 a month to pay you, he doesn't have to live in your crawl space.
Okay,
you can rent a shared room for less than $900 for God's sake.
$300.
Look, I think you're getting.
I'm taking the money.
I think you're getting $50 and maybe a Slim Jim or two, and probably a pack of Maestro Brow.
Then guess what? You're not getting into my crawl space.
Maybe a little meth too, if you're lucky.
Yeah, a little meth. Yes. If Stevie Fire gets divorced and kicked out and he doesn't have any place to go, you know what, Steve? You got my crawl space.
Appreciate you, brother.
Except my crawl space, it's like...
Stevie, you could have my crawl space. It's much better, and it's only $300 a month.
Yeah. My crawl space is not as nice as his.
No meth. Yeah, my crawl space, I'm telling you, it's pretty solid as crawl spaces go.
Yeah. I had one in the center that was like that. Mine under my house, it's like it's dirt. You don't want to be underneath there. You can't access it from the house. You have to go outside. You don't want to be under there. But you can stay there. I don't care.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
I think there's some rabbits living under there right now, though. So you might want to
share with bugs.
Yeah. I see them coming in and out a bunch. I think they're hanging out down there.
I'll just go hang out with the street man. They know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Learn their ways.
Hey, I saw a streetman take to the sky the other day. He's living on a billboard. Have you seen that?
No.
Right up here?
That's a good call.
Yeah.
Because you can.
Yeah.
Like there's just ladders.
Yeah, he's elevated. This is just the one right up here, like on the way in. Yeah, he's got his stuff up there. He's
what
on
a view.
He's on the billboard.
Yeah, good views.
I actually, again, when I saw it, I kind of was like,
temperatures.
Yeah. Well, I've seen now over the last month, I've seen subterranean streetmen, although the city shut that down. Yeah, the streetmen have not defeated.
Can't have that.
They can't. They shut that down. But now I've seen one that went elevated. He's got a little tent up there and everything. He's just hanging on the back of that billboard over there by the U.S. Chef store.
Is that good for the advertisement that is on the billboard? Seeing as how...
Yeah, probably not.
Well, but
more eyeballs
it might be because, everybody's talking about it. Like you're talking about it on the radio. Like who's the... Give a plug to whoever's up there. Do you know who's up there?
I don't.
Is it like a mortgage guy or...
I'll take a look.
The Law Hawk?
Because if you come the back way through work, you see it.
It's probably the Portland Fire.
Because it's on the backside. Yeah.
Well, we ain't having that.
No.
Get his ass down.
He's up there hanging out, though. I'm guessing someone will eventually come and shoo him down, but for right now, that guy's living the high life. Literally. He's taken to the skies. Again, sometimes I'm impressed with the ingenuity of the streetmen.
That is in the news, May 28, 2026, brought to you by the Advocates Injury Attorneys at advocateslaw.com. Chris Haynes with a little bit of interesting Blazer news coming up next.
Now, from the George McCoy and Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
First on the Fan, we got the NBA passing some new anti-tanking rules. It's going to include expanding the draft lottery from 14 teams to 16 teams. There will also be a relegation zone where the bottom 3 teams in the league get penalized with a less chance for the number 1 overall pick. So if you have the 4th through the 10th worst record in the NBA, you will now have the best shot at getting the number 1 overall pick. Thunder vs. Spurs Game 6 tonight in the Western Conference Finals in San Antonio. Thunder look to wrap up the series. No word yet on Jalen Williams or A.J. Mitchell if they will play for the Thunder. Spurs 3.5-point favorites at home. Winner of that series is going to take on the Knicks in the NBA Finals, but the Knicks center Mitchell Robinson, he suffered a broken right pinky finger. No official timetable yet on his return. And sad news in the NHL world, 4-time Stanley Cup winner Claude Lemieux. He passed away today. TMZ reporting that Lemieux died by suicide. He was 60 years old. I'm Stephen Vaughn from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at warrenallen.com.
All right, welcome back. Hope you're having a nice little Thursday. We are your sportsmen. My name is Isaac. Hello.
Asada.
Big Six right over there.
Asada.
Right here.
Look at him. And we also have Stevie Fire on the controls.
Stevie Woke, Stevie Brackets. He's known by many names.
But right now he's Stevie Fire because our Fire are red hot and rolling. 5-3.
What are we doing?
Most fourth quarter points in the WNBA.
So much for tanking.
So much for tanking. It's not happening.
Now the Connecticut Sun, those sons of guns, they know how to tank.
Can we talk about how much they suck?
It's bad. That's a tough watch.
I couldn't watch them.
No, it's really bad.
I could not watch them. That was so bad.
Yes. There is still, women's basketball has gotten so much better, but the gap between the good and the bad it's the Grand Canyon. It's so much larger than in men's sports. It's quite alarming.
Well, coming up this hour, it appears that Major League Baseball is moving on expansion. Is Portland still a favorite?
Yeah. The answer to that, I'll tell you, no.
Well, you just spoiled our tease there.
I think everyone knows the answer. When's the last time you heard a fart?
I was thinking about that
out
today.
of MLB to Portland.
I have not heard Mike Barrett fart.
No.
But
dude, if that thing ain't dead, it's certainly it's in hospice care.
It would be nice if they would come out and, I don't know.
Yeah.
Stir us up again.
Something?
Anyway, we'll have that for you in the Pierre Palazzola segment. We've got some NBA discussion. Shohei did it again last night.
Yeah. Although he was disappointed in himself. Well, he's disappointed in the team.
Tonight in the club, we've got one thing AI can't take. And, boy, I tell you, we've got some viral audio that has, this one, I'm seeing this one everywhere.
It's making the rounds.
Everywhere. It gives new meaning to the term hands-free. So, right now, the horizontal tug. Okay, so Chris Haynes, he's a Blazer reporter, respected Blazer reporter.
Well, I think he's a national reporter. He's not a Blazer reporter. He was.
Well, but he's buddies with Lillard, so he
yes.
kind of...
If something comes from Chris Haynes, it comes from Damian Lillard.
But he knows what's up with the Blazers.
Yes. Well, can we also admit, as great as Dame is, dude, that guy leaks more stuff in his camp to a handful of people. He has no problem working members of the media.
So Haynes says the Blazers have serious interest in Giannis, and they are investigating how to get a deal done.
Well, can we get his brothers? Because I'm more interested in that.
Why?
Well, I want the brothers here. Come on. Giannis is
Why?
is it Thanos? Or Thanos? Whatever. Thanasis, bring him here.
Dude, what a great name. That's his name?
Thanasis.
Thanasis Antetokounmpo?
Yes. Because then we would have 2 white flags.
Thanasis and Giannis?
Well, we'd get Thanasis and Young Hansen.
A Thanasis Young Hansen lineup is pretty deadly.
At the end of the game, double white flag. Let's go.
Well, I mean, that's not much of a report, seeing as how, I mean,
everyone knows they're going after Giannis. They went after him at the break. They're going after him now.
Well, there's that, but there's also the idea that, I mean, wouldn't everyone want Giannis and maybe explore the idea of a trade?
Yeah.
Like, maybe not every team, but you know what I mean.
Yes.
Like, yes, the league wants Giannis.
Yeah, the former MVP and still a top 6 player in the league wants out. Yeah, everyone is going to kick the tires on this.
So anyway, the other part of his report, what I thought was more interesting, is he said rumors indicate that Giannis would at least entertain a move to Portland.
Yeah, because that's the key. I mean,
yes, that is the key.
He has to sign an extension wherever he goes. Otherwise, you can't give up the haul that it's going to take to get him, knowing that he's not going to stay. So Giannis wanted out of Milwaukee because he wants to win. So he's not going someplace that he's not going to have a chance to win. The nice part is he seemed happy in Milwaukee. And if you're happy in Milwaukee, I figure you can be happy most places. It's not like Milwaukee's a buddy metropolis. So the question becomes, does he want to go west? Because if Giannis wants to win, you would think he would go east. Going west, I don't care who you are, you're going through San Antonio and Oklahoma City. If the goal is to win more titles, you stay in the east. But is he willing to go west? And does he believe that adding himself to that roster, whatever left of it when you get done trading, is that a contender in the next 3 or 4 years? And those are questions that I don't know. I don't know what's in Giannis's mind, but I think Portland could come up with a pretty good package.
So the whole thing about Giannis, apparently he still spends a ton of time in Greece.
Yeah.
He's over in Athens now, like the off-season stuff. And so I think it's a little bit of an underrated element of guys like this. I mean, the Japanese players in baseball are very much like this.
Yeah, just leave.
Well, no, they want to be on the West Coast
so they can
because
get back.
It's closer to home.
Yeah.
It's kind of the same thing with Giannis, is that it sounds like he prefers to stay, not that he wouldn't play in Portland, but it's easier for him to get to Greece being
East
back
Coast.
east.
Yeah.
And so that may be a bigger deal than some people think. But I don't know. Listen, I have no faith that the Blazers can get Giannis, particularly when the rest of the league is trying to get Giannis. So I would say this. If Joe Cronin is able to pull that off, that's what... I don't like that Tom Dundon kept Joe Cronin. Mm-hmm. Okay. So I think this is kind of the it deal for Joe Cronin. Like if Tom Dundon is right that Joe Cronin is the guy, he could pull this off. Mm-hmm. If Joe Cronin does not pull this off, I just feel like you screwed up not getting a better GM when you could have had a better GM to try to get Giannis.
Well, to me, it depends on who's going after him, because there are teams that can put together better packages. So, like, if Cronin puts together something that is involving Shea, Scoot, Jeremy for salary match, and then, Milwaukee's picks back, and they turn it down because they want an Oakland, because supposedly they said there was a surprise suitor, right? That was the other report. I don't know who a surprise suitor would be, because most people are going to have interest. But let's say, for instance, San Antonio or Oklahoma City or Boston decided to be a surprise suitor, and one of them put up Jaylen Brown, bunch of draft picks. If Oklahoma City threw in J-Dub or Chet, bunch of their picks, threw in Mitchell, McCain, something like that. San Antonio throws out one of their young guys and some picks. Well, that's not Joe Cronin's fault. There's nothing Portland can do to match one of those offers. So to me, I'll give Cronin a little bit of leeway here in that if they put together a great package, but someone else puts together a better one, but if he kind of goes with like a Luka sort of deal, and you're like, what the hell? We were better than that, then yes, I would have an issue. And then that leads to the other question of, does ultimately Giannis sign off? Because he kind of he's got a huge hand in saying where I will and won't go. So I give Cronin a little bit of leeway in this.
See, I think that's all fair, but I also think it's letting him off the hook.
Sure, I get it.
This is the difference right here. This is it. If that's really a thing, because most people out there in radio land or podcast land right now are listening, going, dude, there is no way Giannis is coming to Portland.
Yeah.
And I understand why you say that. But there are GMs in the league that can pull off deals like this.
Yes.
This is why Joe Cronin has not proven to be one of them yet. But like when Toronto got Kawhi, it can happen. It's not a zero chance. It's just, I think it comes down, like sometimes there's a little bit more to it, that like negotiating, your rapport, your with other GMs, your rapport with agents, your relationships with agents, massaging the deal, convincing. I mean, I just think there's a lot more that goes into it, and it always seems like the alpha GMs come away with their guy, and the guys that are not alphas, much like Joe Cronin, at least so far, don't. And that's why I have no faith in the Blazers getting Giannis. If the Blazers had gotten that Toronto guy that went to Dallas, Mujari or whatever his name is,
Masai Ujiri.
Ujiri, yeah. If they had moved on from all their front office and brought him in,
you'd feel better.
He's the one that pulled off the Kawhi trade.
Brought him a
so again, it's always amazing how Pat Riley gets his guy, Danny Ainge gets his guy. What'd you call? What's his name?
Masai
Ujiri. And there are others.
Well, even the Bucks guy, they got Dame. That wasn't expected.
No.
Like they weren't a suitor until the very end.
Daryl Morey has been very good at these.
Right, and when the Bucks won their title, they got Drew Holiday in a trade. They got Chris Middleton in trades. Like they brought in players that you weren't necessarily expecting either. They went out and made deals. I'm kind of with you. I disagree with Suk on this. I don't think Giannis needs to sign off to make a trade if you really want Giannis, because I don't think a lot of guys are going to say, "Yep, I want to go to Portland. I'm going to re-sign for sure." It's one of those things where you kind of have to bring him here, and you have to prove, "Hey, we are a good organization. We can win now," and you have to prove it to them before they're going to sign off. If you're going to say we need a guy that's going to sign off before he comes to Portland, the list of those players is very small. And so I think if you really wanted a guy like Giannis, you have to just kind of risk it and go for it, which is the scariest part in the world, because you're right, because you don't want to trade those assets. But if that's kind of the...
See, to me, I don't take that swing without a guarantee that he's going to be here, because if you miss on that, you set your franchise back. And here's my other thing. Look, Giannis comes here, that's the best player in the history of your franchise. Giannis he's just different. He's better than Bill Walton. He's better than Clyde. He's certainly better than Dame. He's without question. At the same time, I do have my reservations. He's 31, going to be 32 next year. He's kind of starting to get injury prone. He was in Milwaukee with a roster that you have to say was at least as good, probably better. It was the remnants of a championship roster. And with Damian Lillard, by the way, and this was several years ago, and it went absolutely nowhere because neither one of them could stay healthy, and it absolutely decimated that franchise. If you do bring him in, he is a downhill guy that needs the ball in his hands, that operates at the rim. Who's your best player on your team? Right now, who's the best player?
Denny.
Denny. And what is Denny?
He drives down to the court and scores at the rim.
It
does not address the shooting at all.
In no way. You're taking Denny, who's an all NBA type player. And yes, Giannis is a massive upgrade over Denny, but now we just have two guys that are just running down the middle and not shooting the ball and just needing to attack the rim. I'm just not certain that especially if you give up, if this ends up being a massive haul, you're talking 4 first-round picks, the pick swaps back, and it's Klingon, and it's Sharp, or it's Scoot, and any sort of young talent you have, and you plug that in. Granted, you're the 3 seed. Are you better than San Antonio? You're better than Oklahoma City? I don't think in any shape or form. So while it's cool, and I think it'd be fun, ultimately, does that get you where you want to go? I just think that part of it, I think we're maybe overestimating the impact that he will have. And that's all I say is we saw this in Milwaukee, and it went absolutely nowhere other than getting coaches fired and 2 guys hurt and a guy bought out. And now Lillard's
there's not one move that's going to get you to that spot anyway.
No, it is not. So
I'd take a flyer on it.
I would
Look,
too.
If they can do it.
Yeah.
I mean, my God. I mean, what does it say? We've been sitting here saying, Mike, get out of the doldrums, get out of the middle of the pack. Yeah. And now we're saying we don't want Giannis. And I know that's not what you're saying. But I am saying it does kind of sound like that.
There are a lot of fans that are saying that. Like,
stop
I don't
with all
want
that.
him.
Let's just try it. If they can get him, get him. I just don't have any faith that they can get him.
Yeah. Like, I just wonder if like a guy like Jaylen Brown costs less and might be an overall better fit. That's all.
That's fair. That's fair.
So that like if Giannis is obviously plan A and Kawhi's out there and Jaylen Brown and some of these guys, and if Jaylen Brown is a pain in the ass and Boston doesn't want him there anymore, again, at face value, Giannis is so much better than Jaylen Brown. I just wonder, at the cost, what does it cost to get Jaylen Brown? What does it cost to get Giannis? I get a couple years younger, and I get someone that maybe balances out the roster maybe a little bit better than Giannis. That's all. I'm just kind of throwing that out there. But yes, if Giannis comes here, my God, the hype train will be.
Well, yeah.
It
hang
will
the
be.
banner.
Hang the banner. And that's all I'm saying is I don't think that makes you any. I don't think that puts you in the same stratosphere as the teams out that are at the top of the West.
But no one. I think when you make moves like that, everyone knows it's risky.
Yeah.
There's never a guarantee. We've seen that multiple times. Like you said, we saw it in Milwaukee when they added Lillard. So. Blazer fans should be over the moon if they were somehow able to land Giannis.
Oh, 100%.
Even if it was just for a year.
Yeah.
Even if it didn't work out. I don't think we're going to be sitting here bashing it. It's like, dude, that's what we've been asking for.
Take the swing.
Take the swing.
Yeah.
And worry about everything else later. Now, one last thing on this. The NBA inner circle is its own ecosystem.
Oh, 100%.
And
a bunch of whiny bitches.
I can assure you that my ear is not to it. However, there was recently a Sports Illustrated published The Athletic's anonymous NBA players poll.
Mm-hmm.
And they asked the players anonymously, where does Giannis land? And out of 151 players polled, not one of them
put
Portland in the top 15. So there were 15 teams named. Portland was not one of them by any of the 151 players. So again, that doesn't mean anything, but it does kind of tell you
what people think,
what the inner circle thinks. And the inner circle, those guys, I'm talking about players, they know what other players think and what is, like where guys may be trending towards heading,
Yeah.
They're in the know.
Yeah.
And so, if Portland pulls off Giannis, that is as off the radar a get as you could have.
And then tip
and
the
I'll
cap.
be sitting here. Yes, I will tip the cap and praise Joe Cronin if he's able to do it. I just have zero faith that they're able to pull that deal off.
Yeah, totally fair.
All right, coming up next in the malfunctioning epiglottis.
Big fan.
Yeah! Major League Baseball CBA negotiations have begun. You care about that?
Well, the lockout's coming.
We've got salary cap news next.
Now, from the George McCoy and Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
First on the Fan, the NBA has passed new anti-tanking rules that are going to include expanding the NBA draft lottery from 14 to 16 teams now, and then the bottom 3 teams get penalized with lessened chance for the number 1 overall pick, which means if you have the 4th through the 10th worst record in the NBA, you will now have the best shot at getting the number 1 overall pick. Thunder versus Spurs, Game 6 tonight in San Antonio. Tip-off in about 10 to 15 minutes. Thunder look to wrap up the series as they are up 3-2 in this series. Spurs 3.5-point favorites in the game. Conflicting words if Jalen Williams will play or not. Some say he is, some say he isn't. We don't know. Listed as questionable. The winner of that game, or winner of that series, will take on the Knicks in the NBA Finals, but Knicks center Mitchell Robinson, he suffered a broken right pinky finger. No timetable yet on his return. And 4-time Stanley Cup winner Claude Lemieux sadly passed away today. TMZ reporting Lemieux died by suicide. He was 60 years old. I'm Stephen Vaughn from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at warrenallen.com.
All right, it is time for the malfunctioning epiglottis. We do have Spurs Thunder about to get underway. What do you guys think? Do you think the Thunder close them out tonight?
I think Oklahoma City closes them out.
I think so too.
I think San Antonio's out of gas.
Give me the Spurs.
You like the Spurs?
What? Yep.
Force a Game 7? Mm-hmm. Yeah, we don't know about Jalen Williams, as Stevie Fire reported there.
I just think if you're Oklahoma City, you can play conservative. I mean,
which is weird. It's like 10 minutes to tip off.
I know, right? So if you got a hammy and he's been battling this thing all playoffs, why are you? You got a game in hand. Like, don't. I don't know. I think every time he's out there, you're risking that thing. So try to get that better and see what happens. Maybe a Game 7 or, try to even rest him to see if you get to the finals. Because it doesn't appear that you need him, which is crazy to think about. That guy is an all-NBA player and they haven't really missed him. It's crazy. That's how good Oklahoma City is.
But what's also crazy, too, is that the Spurs won. Didn't they win?
Spurs won Game 1.
They won 4 out of 5, or maybe it was 5 of 6.
Well, it was 3 out of 4. I think they played 4 times. They won 3 of 4, I think, in the regular season.
So 4 out of 5, they beat Oklahoma City. And now Oklahoma City has absolutely flipped the script and won 3 out of 4.
It just goes to show you regular season completely different than postseason.
Well, but they won Game 1. Spurs won Game 1. So that's 4 out of 5.
Yeah.
So it just looked like the Spurs, they just kind of had Oklahoma City's number.
I go back.
And they did not.
I go back. They won Game 1 because Wemby had one of the greatest individual performances we've ever seen in the playoffs. Remember in that Lakers-Sixers finals all those years ago? Allen Iverson came back. Remember, I think it was Ty Lue that he stepped over. Iverson came out and stole a game and was just like, well, I'm the best player on the planet. You can't do that. And for an entire series, it feels like that. Like, in order for them to win the series, Wemby has to be as good as anyone we've ever seen. And I don't think he has it in him right now. I think fatigue is set in, and the depth and the physical play, I just think it's too much. And I think Oklahoma City shows their championship pedigree tonight, and I think they close them out.
Iverson had 48 in that game, 48.6 assists,
Yep.
5 rebounds, 5 steals.
Yep.
He had 48 of the 107 points for the 76ers.
It's one of the greatest performances you'll ever see. And
Incredible.
Then I think they got swept.
41 shots.
And they didn't win another game.
No.
Yeah, Wemby, I think we'll learn something about him tonight. We're still learning about him, but I think his performance tonight will be very telling.
Yeah.
How much can you grow up in one series?
And Jalen Williams officially available tonight.
Okay. I wonder how much they're going to play him.
But remember, too, Oklahoma City lost Williams and they lost Mitchell.
Yeah.
And they still won 3 out of 4 in the series. So I'm with you. I think Oklahoma City closed it out. I could totally see the Spurs kind of going out with a whimper. But I don't want to ever underestimate Wemby under any circumstances.
No.
I could also see him being a monster and forcing a Game 7.
Yeah. And if he does, the legend will continue to grow. And they even said it. Their coach even said after the loss, he goes, we need more. We need more. We have to find a way to get him going. And, the guy left, didn't talk to anyone, left.
Bye, bitch.
And whatever you think about Wemby, he's not soft. He's hyper competitive. My guess is that at the beginning of this game, at home, you are going to see Mach 3. Just full go. Question is, it's the NBA. Even if we've seen San Antonio get out to big starts, and Oklahoma City closes the gap. This is about third quarter. When we get to the middle of the third quarter, you get into the fourth. Did they start to wear down? I have no doubt that San Antonio is going to come out with their hair on fire and get out to a lead. I just think Oklahoma City won't blink. The way they play, you're just not going to get panic out of them. And I think in this series, you've seen some panic play out of San Antonio. You've seen some panic play out of Wemby. Steph Castle, you absolutely have seen panic play. And at times, they just feel like they're not in control. Whereas Oklahoma City just has that championship kind of look of, we're going to drag you into deep water and eventually you're going to drown.
You've seen the immaturity in the Spurs.
Yes.
They haven't been here. This is their first playoffs.
Yeah.
I mean, Fox is the one guy that's been there. He had one playoff series, I believe, in his career before coming to San Antonio. So you've seen the immaturity in the Spurs, especially in that Game 5, when in the second half, the game was pretty close, and the Thunder just took control in that third quarter, and they just kind of punched them in the face. And San Antonio reacted by just silly fouls, not taking good shots, and it was just kind of over at that moment. So I'm with you. It could go either way. I just think I think your point of Wemby being different, Wemby being a guy that wants to kill everybody and wants to beat everybody, I think that gets you through it. I thought it was going to go 7 when the series started, so I think it's going to go 7 right now.
Spurs favored.
Are they?
Favored by 3.5.
We haven't even had, by the way, the SGA FU game yet either.
We haven't. So. He's been pretty bad this series.
That's true.
It's the other one. That's a 2-time MVP right there. And do we get all right, boys, I haven't been that great, and here we go. Saddle up. I'm going to shoot 98 free throws, and I'm going to drop a 40 burger on you and remind people that, yes, I am the MVP.
It's not a legacy-changing game for Shea, but you're right. If he has a game where he just goes out and scores 40 on efficient shooting, that adds to his legacy of how great
Or maybe
he has.
Chet could do something for once.
It would be nice.
I mean, he was fine last game, but...
Oh, boy, Chet's
Chet's
doing some sort of Dougie. Boy, does anyone...
No.
I'm saying this right. Does anyone in the NBA want to be cooler than Chet?
No.
You know his whole life.
No.
That guy has been a great basketball player, and everyone still makes fun of him. He wants to be street so bad.
Got my Michelob Ultra joints.
He just...
What is that?
God
That
bless.
guy's a fraud.
God bless you, Chet. He really is.
All right, so Major League Baseball CBA negotiations have begun. The odds of a work stoppage after this season are high.
Yeah, runs out in December, right?
Yeah, right after. After
this season.
So the league proposed their latest today.
And let me tell you, it was.
So the players came
a doozy.
first. The players came first, and the league countered. They have proposed a hard salary cap. So this is something that I think a lot of baseball fans would prefer. This is something that the league certainly wants, but for years, most people have been resigned to the fact that there's no way the players are going to let this happen.
This will be a deal breaker for the players.
So the league is, that is their proposal. So they put together a hard salary cap of $245 million and a salary floor of $171 million. Now, why that is good is that for if you want a salary cap, and maybe even for the players, is that currently there are 9 teams over $245 million and 12 teams under $171 million. So that means the floor number is actually good for players. It makes teams capable of spending more, spend more on player salaries. But the cap number, the cap will have to be obviously much higher because you've got, the Mets are the highest spenders at 446 or no, 400 and something million?
Something like that.
Rob Manfred, and you guys are 10 games under. That's what's interesting about it is the Mets spend the most. Mm-hmm. They are 10 games under 500. The Brewers are number 20th in payroll. They're in first place. Mm-hmm. The Rays are 24th in payroll. They are in first place. The Guardians are number 28 in payroll, and they are in first place. Mm-hmm. 6 of the bottom 6 lowest spenders, 6 of the bottom 8 lowest spenders have winning records. Yeah. And then only 6 of the top 12 biggest spenders have winning records. It's a weird thing, but Manfred pointed out that they have a $446 million salary gap between the highest payroll and the lowest payroll, which is absolutely absurd.
Yeah, but how are you going to convince the rank and file that this is better for them when, yeah, it may be better for the lower half of the league, but how are you going to convince guys that, the $60-70 million deals that you can get are gone? I think the players.
That's why we're going to have a stoppage.
I think you're going to have to miss an entire season before the players will buckle to a salary cap. It's the one thing they've always said, they are not going to have a salary cap. I don't even know how many owners want a salary cap. I mean, can you?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, yeah, it's a good question, but that's what
their proposal.
They're proposing a very low cap number.
I believe it's a proposal,
and it's a variety.
Yeah, it is a variety of proposals.
But yeah, it's gonna drag. I don't know. Next year is gonna be weird.
Yes,
because they're gonna fight like tooth and nail over this, and I don't know. Maybe they get a cap. Maybe it gets high enough.
I don't know, man. I just don't.
It'd be great for baseball.
I think it would. I mean, certainly I think it would. And the fact that you would have the floor, too, it would prevent crappy teams like the Rays and the A's.
Exactly.
So
there's a path where you could see the players going, all right, if you make the cap high enough, we're good.
Let's
because
do it.
Now the rest of the league has to, because there's a lot of teams. Baseball knows it. MLB knows this. And like you said, this is a good question. It's like, how many owners really want the floor?
Yeah.
Because they want the cap, but they don't want the floor because they want to be cheap.
Yeah.
So the league knows, like, there are more teams that can spend more that don't.
Than the other way around.
Yeah. And that's interesting that their proposal was, their proposal.
There have been a variety of proposals.
That's going to be the main sticky point.
It's interesting that their proposal was that, seeing as how they're the league, they're the owners, but they got to give in some ways, and so that's kind of their early way of doing it.
Yeah.
Spurs 3-0.
Blazers.
Champagne, great name.
This game is over.
Game over.
That is a great name.
Knocked one down.
Think how much better you would be if you were Stevie Champagne.
Dude, he wouldn't be here right now.
No.
I'd be jacking threes.
Somewhere you would be. There's your malfunctioning epiglottis. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. No, please, thank you.
And
Piero Palazzolo.
3-2, by the way.
You've made it to the Pierre Palazzolo segment.
Can't wait.
Major League Baseball is moving on expansion. Is Portland still a favorite?
Give you a hint.
6-2. Wemby, huge 3. This game is over. What a blowout.
4-point lead already.
Thunder. We will. Oh my God. We will be right back on The Fan.
Are you raising your voice at me?
I'm going to lay out for the first 3 minutes of the segment.
Is a commercial protest?
Yes. If you'd like to advertise on Fan, there's room.
You can contact Ryan Cooley if anyone can find him.
God.
Check a ditch.
This is another 20-minute segment.
Think of all the extra.
Pay us hazard pay for this.
The extra radio you're getting right now.
No kidding. How about the extra radio we're doing? Slaving away for the man.
I am
Who's not even here.
Not even here. Not up it.
Not having to. So like I said, I will be back in 3 minutes.
Old gray mare, she ate what she used to be.
Come on, Rob!
11-5 Spurs. Wemby's hit a couple trays. Nice little block on some guy.
On old what's his nuts.
So, you know.
What were you teasing?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Tiger.
Can I say that the Claude Lemieux news is devastating?
Yeah.
Dude.
Killed himself.
Yeah. Claude Lemieux, if you don't know, like 4-time Stanley Cup champion, and I'm a Red Wing fan, and like he was the source of the great Colorado-Detroit wars in the 90s and was hated by Detroit, but he was one of those like instigator guys, but he was a hell of a player, 4-time Stanley Cup champion. And he literally brought out the torch for he won a Stanley Cup in Montreal, and he's Canadian, hence Claude Lemieux. And he literally was just the I don't know what you would call him, like the ceremonial, I don't know, like figurehead just the other day.
Game 3.
Game 3. And he looked great. He was out there and he brought out the little torch. Like I just saw him. And of course, anytime he makes an appearance, all the Red Wings account I follow, everyone kind of talks about it. And he's since kind of buried the hatchet in Detroit. But dude, that was just like, how do you go from that? How do you go from seemingly everything's fine and you're there in front of the home crowd and everything to now you're dead 3 days later? And he played a very physical brand of hockey back in the day when that's how you played, and kind of made me wonder if maybe CTE. Yeah. We haven't had one of those in football for a while, but man, we had a rash of those from Dave Duerson to Junior Seau to all these guys. And so, I don't know, that one and that was the era that I grew up watching. Like Claude Lemieux is part of my childhood. That one, dude, that was an absolute gut punch.
How many Lemieux are there?
There's a lot of Lemieux. That's a very common French-Canadian name.
Who is the greatest Lemieux?
Mario.
Second greatest Lemieux?
It might be Claude. I mean, he's great, but there have been plenty of Lemieux that have played. You see Lemieux, you see a lot of now Roy's, aka Waz. Those are out there.
Yeah, that's always a weird one for me.
I know.
Roy is Wah.
Yes.
I'll be back in 3 minutes.
Even with that, you're still what?
That's what I was looking for. Sorry. I was teasing the MLB news, which is not news.
No.
But is it? Bob Nightingale, USA Today.
Yeah.
So Major League Baseball is moving on expansion.
Yeah.
And Rob Manfred is starting to get out there and push it. And Bob Nightingale of USA Today, longtime baseball scribe, and fellow Baldwin.
Yes, I respect Bob Nightingale.
He reported just Sunday, he said, while cities like Portland and Sacramento are preparing their bids for potential MLB expansion sites in 2031 or later, they might be wasting their time.
Yeah.
He said, Salt Lake City and Nashville are the overwhelming favorites.
Yeah, it's all but done.
Nah.
Salt Lake is already, their power district, they're building not a stadium, they're building an entire entertainment district, and everything's on its way to being done other than just the stadium. So they just, for the last 2.5 years at least, they've been building this unbelievable structure. And just at the end of it, they've got a big empty lot just waiting for Major League Baseball to say, yep, and then shovels will go in the ground and they'll get a stadium up. We're not getting it. It's going to be Salt Lake, and Nashville was already viewed as the definitive front runner. So now I guess Sacramento is trying to throw their name. I read that today. That Sacramento.
Well, that's what he said in the piece. He said Portland and Sacramento are getting ready to
luck.
Put their bids together.
Yeah, good luck.
Nashville, though, Nashville kind of came. Salt Lake came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
and fast. But Nashville kind of did too. I mean, they put their stuff together after Portland.
Yeah, but Nashville was before Salt Lake. And because they wanted one.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. They wanted one East, they wanted one West. I mean, I guess Montreal had a little bit of steam to it, but it felt like that died off real quick, and Nashville was just kind of presumed. It's like Vegas in the NBA. You're like, oh, when it happens, Nashville's getting one. So we had hope that they needed a team out West, and apparently Utah is West enough.
Salt Lake owned us.
Yes.
On this.
Well, think about it. They got hockey and they got baseball. I mean, they've lapped us. They're going to have, and they do great. And this goes back to the idea of everyone in Utah wants to do this. Everyone is on board. They have a state that wants these things. Meanwhile, we're pissing and moaning over a couple $100 million on a building that we own.
Do they have the fire though?
They do not have the fire.
Can I ask that question?
I think they have an MLS and a ladies soccer team, but
do they have WNBA there?
No.
Ha ha ha! Joke's on you, bitch.
They got soccer though. Yeah, look up the
so
power.
Do we.
Look up the Power District and what they've built down there.
I don't want to see it.
It looks really nice.
Makes me mad. I don't want to see any of it.
I mean, baseball would be so great here. Like the weather today. Think about having a game today.
They should expand by 5. What? Then we'd be in the top 5, wouldn't we?
Yeah. Maybe. Yeah. It's just embarrassing that we can't pull our head out of our asses long enough to do something that.
What did we do wrong?
Well, COVID certainly didn't help us, and then we kind of let the city go to hell. And anytime we talk about business, no one wants to do it here. And even when we try to come up with a very reasonable plan to redo a building that, once again, I would like to point out that we own, we have to hem and haw about it. And then you literally have 90% of our media that love to write stories about how we're going to lose the one team we have. Like we cannot. We are collectively just, as Joey Harrington says, we're just dumb. We're just dumb.
You freaking bitch.
No.
Well, I'm sad.
I am too.
That makes me very sad.
I thought a number of years ago that we had a good chance of getting baseball, and I tried to hold out hope, but I have no hope. None.
And it makes me sad.
Well, they bought that piece of land, didn't they?
No, they had an option to buy the land.
No, they didn't even have that.
Meanwhile, Utah is already building their district. Not a stadium, they're building an entire entertainment district. At some point, we have to figure out what we're doing. We have to figure out what we want to be. And
what about relocation?
That would be the only shot we had.
We could get the best team in baseball.
But the problem that
Tampa.
But they wouldn't relocate out west. The problem is that we did have relocation and we couldn't get the A's. They went to Vegas. So who else would relocate? Hockey relocated and we didn't get that. That went to Utah.
Well, baseball, they don't really move teams all that much.
No.
The A's and who was before the A's? Who's the last team to relocate before the A's? The Rangers?
Montreal, right?
Well, I guess
Washington.
the Expos.
Yeah. Montreal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a while. But
Sad
hockey does relocate, and we haven't been able to do that. Hockey's had several teams relocate over the
Wasn't
years.
some of that because Paul Allen didn't want another tenant?
Yes.
Like he was so rich. Dunn didn't.
Well, he already has
I guess
that.
he can't.
He can't.
Wait, he couldn't lease to another hockey team,
No.
even though he owned the Blazers?
Oh, yeah, you could.
Yeah.
But he doesn't.
He doesn't own
the building.
Yeah.
So
it wouldn't matter. So we could get a hockey team.
No, we can't. Why
not?
Well, again, in order for an owner to pencil that out, you would have to be able to make money outside of.
Yeah, they wouldn't want to play here.
They wouldn't want to play here
because they wouldn't own the building.
No, and they wouldn't own anything to develop around it. I mean,
but so even Paul Allen, as rich as he was,
he didn't want to do it.
He didn't want 2 teams because he didn't want anything competing with his Blazers.
Yes,
but he could have bought the team and moved them here.
Yes, we were.
Thanks a lot, Paul.
Back when I was with the great Ian Furness. And he was connected to the NHL. He's the voice of the Kraken. And back when the Pittsburgh Penguins were getting ready they were on the verge of leaving twice, with the Penguins and with the Coyotes years ago. Furness said that literally they were telling people inside both those organizations to start looking at places in Portland. Practice facilities, apartments, transition. It was close. Both of those teams were very close at one point, and the ultimate decision was Paul never pulled the trigger on it. He just wasn't a hockey guy. Didn't pencil out. And then McGowan came from the Kings, and supposedly he tried to pitch the idea that it would make sense to have both tenants in the building and it would be really good and you could double things up and you could have double sponsorship packages and all that. And he pushed hard because he had a hockey background. And again, Paul just didn't want it.
Exciting.
So had we had a different owner when Paul died, the Utah Mammoth could have easily been Portland's.
Yeah, but he gave
What an
the
exciting
arena back.
time.
He gave the arena back.
So so now that you have to own the arena.
Yes.
To make it make sense.
So hockey is gone. We have no chance at hockey, and it feels like baseball is gone. So we have one thing left.
You seen the cherry bombs though?
I have seen the cherry bombs.
Pretty kick ass.
So we got one thing.
What is that?
And we better not F it up.
Wait, what's that? Oh, you're talking about the Zers?
Yeah.
They're not going anywhere. Get out of here with
They
that.
are not.
I've read differently.
Yeah.
By the way, Ohtani did it again last night. Real quick here.
Lead off home run?
That being said.
He did have a leadoff home run.
Okay, but that's not what I was talking about. The other day, we were talking about a record that could never be broken, and it was Bob Gibson's record of 6. Bob Gibson had the record at 6. He had 6 games where he homered and also tossed a scoreless start.
Yeah.
Well, Ohtani has already broken that. He broke it his last start with his 7th, and he did it again last night.
Yep.
It's now at 8.
You go 5 scoreless, right?
I think he went 5 or 6 last night.
He gave up an unearned run, and he walked a couple, which he wasn't happy about, but he didn't give up an earned run, and I think he led off the game with a home
So
run.
how is that ever going to be broken? And by the way, he's going to do it another 10 times before he retires.
It's not.
It's unbelievable.
Are you
That
raising your
guy's.
voice at me?
Yes, I am raising my voice at you. It's as stunning as the Yannick Sinner upset today.
What?
Remember, too, he's having a bad year.
His ERA is .82.
2 off, 2 on, 1 off, 2 on.
.8.
So good. It's just silly.
Put it in. All right.
Not with the salary cap coming, though.
Well, if Ohtani is 1, or let's say Wemby is 1.
Yeah.
If Ohtani and Wemby are 1, 2 in sports, best things in
Ohtani's
sports going right now.
Yeah.
What's number 3?
Oh, Tony's on. Well,
John.
Tony's won. I mean, to me, it's not even close. Back-to-back World Series, back-to-back MVPs. He's doing stuff on the mound. I mean, he's.
But that's not all, folks.
I'm telling you, man. Go down to a Dodger game. We went down last year. Ohtani mania. It's crazy.
No, I get it. But
Ohtani 1, Wemby 2.
If Ohtani and Wemby are 1 and 2, who's 3?
Who's 3? Like Muskie. I don't think the NFL has a guy like that. It's just the NFL.
Mahomes, maybe.
He is, but I don't think he's the.
Caitlin Clark is white.
Is it Caitlin Clark?
I think so.
Wong.
It was. I think her star is fading.
It was something wrong.
I think a year or two ago, I would have said it's Caitlin Clark. Am I the only one that thinks that some of that has it's faded? I don't.
Nope.
I don't think she is the driving force that she was. That's good. I'm trying to wrap my head on who the other because it might be Caitlin Clark. Think about that. Whenever she played, the other team moved their game against them to a bigger arena. I mean, that's never. When's the last time that happened? WNBA teams literally had to move their games to accommodate Caitlin Clark crowds. It might be Caitlin Clark.
You know who's a good? Somebody brought it up on the text line, and it's a good. Oh my God, focus.
I don't.
What is that?
Good suggestion. Words are hard sometimes.
Who talk good you do?
Carlos Alcaraz.
Really?
Yeah, dude, he's awesome.
Yeah.
And I think the only reason you say that is because it's tennis.
It's tennis.
And I get that, but he is awesome, and he's young and only getting better.
No.
Yeah. Dude, in the U.S., I give that. Tennis. Get out of here with that. If he shows up in the States, now I get it worldwide. I think Messi would be a bigger deal here in the States than he is. Messi's got that.
We have to go.
I thought you were dropping out again in protest of
I was.
general.
I was.
Yeah.
You know what?
Settle shots.
Yeah, I've been taking all kinds of shots at Cooley here in this segment. If you haven't noticed. Get your ass back here and sell some ads.
Little General. If
on
you
our
can.
show.
If you're in a cast somewhere, then, it's...
No, I heard he's on vacation. My sources told me he's
Hobble your ass in.
He's vacationing. And you know what? Even the Little General deserves a little vacation.
He deserves it.
But things are falling apart around here.
This is why he's the general. Who this really falls on is the Tunger. He's second in command. What the hell's he doing?
I just saw him. He was flashing gang signs at me.
Well,
that guy's so street.
Apparently he can't sell anything. Cooley leaves and all hell falls apart.
Tall white guy wears flannels.
He is a tall white guy.
Khakis.
White socks?
Probably. He looks like a White Sox kind of guy.
The khaki White Sox combo. I don't mean to take a shot here. Stevie Fire, you strike me as a White Sox khaki guy.
I am 100% Black Sox all day,
all
the time.
Yeah, because he's a baller.
Yeah, you do wear them in the with shorts too.
I don't remember honestly. I haven't worn White Sox since high school.
Okay.
I like the Black Sox too, but I always got made fun of by my wife.
So my legs are really white. So if I wear White Sox, they look even more white. So I wear the black to kind of contrast it.
Now I will ask this: when you wear a nice pair of like khaki pants or dress pants, do you also wear black Nike socks?
No,
okay.
I have dress socks.
You got dress socks.
Yeah.
All right. I could see you rolling in wearing some Dockers and some Nikes.
Nah, dude, I got some dress shoes, old ones, dress socks.
And there's your Pierre Palazzola. Or Palazzolo. Thanks. So we have viral video. You're going to hear the audio. And one thing AI can't take from you.
Now, from the George McCoy and Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
This update brought to you by Stone Creek Golf Club, Oregon's best public course, under $100. StoneCreekGolfClub.net. First, on the Fan, the NBA, they have passed a new anti-tanking rules that include expanding the draft lottery. Will now be 14 from 14 to 16 teams. They also have a relegation zone where the bottom 3 teams get penalized with less of a chance to get the number 1 overall pick. So if you have the 4th through the 10th worst record in the NBA, you now have the best chance of getting the number 1 overall pick. Thunder Spurs Game 6 is happening right now. Thunder look to close out the series. They're up 3-2. Jalen Williams is active and playing for the Thunder tonight, but right now we're at the end of the first quarter. Spurs up by 11. Knicks, they will face the winner of this series, but their center, Mitchell Robinson, he suffered a broken right pinky finger. No timetable yet in his return. And sad news is 4-time Stanley Cup winner Claude Lemieux passed away today. TMZ reporting Lemieux died by suicide. He was 60 years old. I'm Stephen Vaughn from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at WarrenAllen.com.
At these political compromises. Yeah.
Google me, bitch.
Oh no, oh no.
Well, my.
I like to keep it spicy, man.
Did you just wink at me?
You fingering that is making me very uncomfortable. Are you kidding me?
Get a life, bro.
You can't win this one!
I have concepts of a
You
plan.
know what's happening in these streets of Westland?
Okay, we apologize.
It's time for the club, baby, on 105.1 and 1080. The Fan.
America, woo!
Ooh-wee.
Welcome back.
You're not protesting anymore?
Nope. I'm over it.
Okay.
I like the club. It's more fun.
Plus, you realized he's on vacation.
Listen, I made my stance.
You did.
It'll get back to him. I went high and tight.
Your work will...
That's right.
You did good work here today.
We got a new one of you, and I like it a lot.
You got a what?
A new drop of you.
Oh.
So,
I was like,
well, we've got so many sounds. You make so many sounds.
I do what I can.
Blip, blip.
Bleh, bleh.
You know,
Yeah.
just to name a few.
Sure.
But we got this little nugget today,
Yep.
and I love it.
What was that from?
I don't know.
Remember what?
What was he?
I don't remember.
Was he
I don't know.
ooming?
I think I have it. I have it pulled up here. I'll listen back.
What? I think that might have been my mummy.
That was the mummy. Yeah.
So we were talking about cougars in Hood River, and you go, "There's cougars in Hood River." He goes,
I'm just glad I didn't go to Hood River. I'm glad
Yeah.
Operation Martini Thunder was successful and kept me out of Hood River.
Little did BTJ know you were doing her a favor, keeping the cougars away from you.
Here's the thing, too. She's the sort of worrier that if I told her there was a cougar sighting, she'd be like, we can't go. She will believe that we will get mauled by a cougar.
I feel like you put that in your hip pocket for next time.
100%.
Sorry, babe, can't go. You see the whole cougar news?
If I could spend an afternoon in her head, I would collapse. The amount of things that she worries about, it's shocking. Like every now and then I'll be like, just give me like the top 5 things you're worried about right now. And she's like, you don't want to know. I'm like, no, I want to know. And they are just, it blows my mind. And it's not like she has to think hard about it. They're right off the top of the head.
Yeah.
You're like, what?
Well, somebody's got to worry.
I guess. 2 off, 2 on, 1 off, 2 on. She claims I worry about nothing, so therefore it balances out.
Isn't that just the classic male-female dynamic?
Right.
It's kind of that's kind of true in every household. I mean, come on.
Okay.
My wife thinks about everything.
Yeah.
I think about nothing. I think about what my next drink is going to be. What sport am I going to watch?
It's a better life that way.
How my bets doing?
But there's guys that I've met worry guys that are all a ball of anxiety. But yeah, she just because you said maybe that study you were talking about yesterday about how we're way optimistic. She's the exact opposite of that. Yeah. She's
a catastrophic thinker.
Yes, she is. Everything
is like 0 to 60.
Yes.
Worst case scenario.
Worst case scenario.
By the way, the Spurs are up 15.
Told you they were going to come out. And I'll bet you by
You think it's going to get close?
It will get close.
Yeah.
This ain't going to be a blowout.
All right.
The Spurs are going to come out and give them their best punch, and Oklahoma City is just going to wade through this and take them into deep waters.
This might be the Thunder just give them one game.
Good.
Like, we'll get back home.
In fact, you know
Kick
what?
your ass.
I'll tell you right now.
Live line.
The Points Gobbler is going to go take a look at his Bet Online account and see what we got here.
I bet you they ain't giving you Oklahoma City for much.
I don't think so either.
They might, though. They were +4 at the start of the game. I bet it's +8.
I'm live audio of the Gobbler.
I am really
what do we got, Gobbler?
11.5.
Whoa!
You're giving me 11.5? That's it.
Yeah, take it.
Taking it.
Yeah, they just have to make it a game.
11 and you're giving me 11.5?
You're so right, though. Fourth quarter, it could be 15, and
actually,
it will be down to 3.
It doesn't have to be a game. Last game, the Spurs took their guys out 2 minutes left with down 14, I want to say. If that happens again tonight, it's they can still backdoor with
That's true.
bench guys in.
Officially, guys, a sawbuck gobbled.
Well, Thunder down by 10 now.
It's already down to 10.
Yeah. I got 11.5 with Oklahoma City. Let's go.
Push.
I need it after my Fire have not been treating me kindly. The way this has gone, I'm not getting my cape or my sweatshirt. I'm going to find who's making those capes. And if Buckley's listening out there, and he probably is because God knows he's not working, let's get the cape guy. When Buckley was here, we were told capes. We were told quality capes at discount prices. No capes.
Yeah, I did a little research. I couldn't find anything about capes online or the fans that were wearing capes. So
you didn't see? Yeah, did you see them though?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, there were 2 ladies up in the. Well, they were at the Fire game and they had fire capes. They showed them dancing.
We could be on the screen with my cape. I get a cape. I'm going to a Fire game.
What if Tom Dundon starts draping capes over every seat?
See, now that's what you need to do. Of course, that's stealing.
Silly.
That's stealing. You know that his cheap ass will never do it. So the Fire, though.
The Rose is awesome.
First 5,000 people in the building, they get capes. You thought towels and T-shirts were cool. I do love how the Fire we're so adamant about, hey, opening night, everyone gets a T-shirt. How many people are still wearing those T-shirts?
So this video went viral today. Very, very viral. You could not swing a bag of dead cats without seeing it. I'm sure you've seen it. Or maybe you have not. I don't know. But that's why we're here. And this is One Hand Lady. Did you see this?
One Hand Lady?
Yeah. You didn't see it. I can't believe you didn't see
this. I don't know
this.
if I saw One Hand Lady.
It's been everywhere. So it's back in February.
There's One Hand Lady?
Well, I'm going to play it for you.
Well, I know. I'm just...
Although the video's pretty good.
Oh, I did see this.
The video
Never mind.
is really good.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the traffic stop.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw this.
So this is in Florida.
Of course it is.
And this cop stops this lady and is like, "Hey, you were texting on your cell phone. Yeah. I saw it in your right hand." Yeah, well, one problem. The woman doesn't have a right hand.
She's got a nub.
So when you are listening to this audio, there is a moment where she simply is listening to his spiel and then raises up her nub. And so you won't obviously see that part.
But it's great.
But just know that she shows him the nub and starts smiling, and then that's when she says, "Are we done here? We want to call it a day?" This is great.
So we have court tomorrow for driving with a device in our right hand. But they just sent me the body cam footage, so I thought you guys might like a little treat before tomorrow.
It doesn't bother you, huh? Yeah, a lot of times you say.
Maybe it's different because I'm a girl.
The cop's getting out of his car. Approaching the woman.
Hello, ma'am. Hey, good morning. I'm Deputy Gasala with the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office. Recently, being pulled over in the city of Lake Worth today. We're doing an operation for distracted driver, and you drove past me holding the phone with your right hand, manipulating that phone. I mean, I saw you with your phone in your hand.
Not. So you want to just call this a day?
I don't want to call it a day. You had a hand up manipulating.
You just
the
said
phone.
my right hand.
Well, I thought I saw you with your right hand. You
so
had a
you
hand
didn't.
up. The right hand. I saw you manipulate.
So you didn't.
With the right hand, perhaps not, right? But I saw you.
You didn't see me with my right hand.
Okay, so are you
saying that you saw me with my right hand?
I know what I just said. I know what I just said. I'm asking you now. Did you or not have your phone on your hand?
I did not.
You did not have your phone in your hand?
I did not.
Hand to God, you didn't have phone in your hand.
Hand to God.
The other hand to God, you don't have phone in your hand.
Hand to God.
Cool. You got your driver's license registration?
He just keeps raising her nub.
But yeah, by the way, how about him going, that's completely lost in that audio, is him going, other hand to God?
Yeah.
Because she raises her nub.
Nub.
It's like, no, other hand to God.
I mean, I'm all for the cops, but hey, man, just take your L and move on.
Totally.
And he gave her the ticket.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Yeah.
At the very beginning, that was her posting the she said, we're going to court today.
Yeah.
For texting and driving or whatever. And then she was like, here's the actual video. So she's the one that actually posted. The one-handed lady is the one that actually posted the officer camera video.
Yeah.
Because the cops certainly aren't going to post
Dude,
that.
just take your L, man. Take your L and walk away.
So yeah, she got a ticket.
What?
She doesn't have a right hand.
Do we know if what happened with do we know what happened with the court date?
No, I guess that was today, wasn't it?
Yeah.
No.
I mean, I can't,
I'm sure there'll be internet follow-ups.
Yeah, I gotta believe that's, you win that going away. That's the silliest thing in the world.
What is that?
I love the cops like, well,
Totally.
Dude,
I mean, you're caught red-handed.
Exactly. Just stop
no pun
it.
intended.
I mean, I love my cops, but sometimes ego gets in the way of common
it's
sense.
Like, dude, you don't have a right hand.
Yeah.
Is it possible you're using your left? No. Okay, have a nice night.
Yeah, that's it.
Right?
Sorry I missed you. I'll get the next one. Distracted driving. But the look on her face when she holds up the nub.
Oh my God, it's great.
That is
she
wonderful.
Owns him.
Yes.
What do you say we call it a day?
So we have court tomorrow for driving with a device in our right hand.
Tomorrow.
But they just sent me the body cam footage, so I thought you guys might like a little treat before tomorrow.
It doesn't bother you, huh? Yeah, a lot of times you say.
Maybe it's different because I'm a girl.
Hello, ma'am. Hey, good morning. I'm Deputy Gasala with the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office. Recently, being pulled over in the city of Lake Worth today. We're doing an operation for distracted driver, and you drove past me holding the phone with your right hand, manipulating that phone. I mean, I saw you with your phone in your hand.
Not. So you want to just call this a day?
I don't want to call it a day. You had a hand up manipulating the phone.
My right hand.
Well, I thought I saw you with your right hand. You had a hand up. The right hand. I saw you manipulate.
With
the right hand, perhaps not, right? But I saw you.
You didn't see me with my right hand.
Okay, so are you
saying that you saw me with my right hand?
I know what I just said. I'm asking you now. Did you or not have your phone on your hand?
I did not.
You did not have your phone in your hand?
I did not.
Hand to God, you didn't have your phone in your hand.
Hand to God.
The other hand to God, you didn't have your phone in your hand.
Hand to God.
Cool. You have your driver's license registration?
Yes,
God, that's unbelievable.
But honestly, like, if that's his own words, why did that dude write a ticket? Like,
Right.
Like, you literally said with your right. So if he's seeing her from behind, but you think she had her left hand and it was crossed over, like, you didn't see it.
Yeah, exactly.
You fooled yourself.
You made that up.
Yes, you made it up. Be one thing if he said, I saw it in the left hand, but you can't confuse, like, when you're behind someone, you can't confuse your right and your left hand.
And then he makes her swear.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? Hand to God? I don't even believe in God. What are
She
you
stuck her nub up too. It was
she
so
did.
good.
He's like the other hand to God. That was the best.
That was
part.
the best part.
Dude, I hope the judge just.
Well, apparently somebody on the text line is saying they dismissed it.
Okay.
The night before. So today they dismissed it.
Good. That's ridiculous. That if she had to go to court and waste her time with that,
Totally.
that is absolutely.
I do love her
ridiculous.
reaction. So obviously not. You want to call it a day?
Do you think that's the
Laughing at
best thing that's ever happened to old Nubby there? Because I'm guessing there's not a lot of good things about having a nub, but that might be the best thing that ever happens to that nub.
She's got a hell of a story.
Yes.
And we also have this now.
So you didn't.
What is that?
So you didn't.
So you didn't.
What is that?
So you didn't.
Sometimes you just get that cop and he's gonna write you a ticket no matter what.
Well, we've all had them.
Yep. And when that happens, you just shut up and.
I don't know what that is.
So you didn't.
Does that? I got a ticket once sitting in my driveway at like 1 a.m. for rolling through a stop sign into my cul-de-sac because he said I could kill someone. What?
Well, you could kill the little general.
The kids.
Can't see him back there.
And I had the nerve to be like, well, there's only one house in the cul-de-sac, and the kids there are mine, and it's 1 a.m. He was not messing around. Then he just shut up, take your ticket, and go to court. See you in court. I like that he still wrote the ticket though. His little nub. I also got pulled over once for drinking out of a red Solo cup. That happened.
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
I can't blame him for that.
Yeah.
By the way, the lead down to 6.
The Gobbler's feeling pretty good about his 11. Yeah, back when I was.
Yeah, the red Solo cup. I mean, that instantly. Means booze.
Yeah. But it was also like on my way to
drink water.
It was on my way to work. It was like 1 p.m.
Well, okay, but you can't use a red Solo cup. Everybody's going to think that's booze. That's like universal.
Yeah. When I was single, I didn't like to do dishes.
Isn't it?
Psychopaths only use them if it's not alcohol. I don't even use red cups.
Yeah, he doesn't drink, so he's never drank out of a red Solo cup.
Well, like I said, when I was single, I didn't want to do dishes. Therefore, I used paper plates, the nice ones, and I used red Solo cups. So when I was like leaving the house, if I had a glass of water or whatever, I just drank out of the Solo cup. And I got pulled over on 164th, and I was like, what did I get pulled over for? It was one of those where I was like, well, I wasn't speeding. It was like, because I wasn't up to speed. And I was like, well, I turned on the red light. And I'm like, no, I can turn on the red light. And I'm like, I had stopped because I waited for, I was like, I couldn't figure out what I was being pulled over for. And the guy's like, what's in the cup? And I was like, what? He's like, what's in the cup? I was like, water. He did not believe me. He wanted
What
to.
is that?
He was interested in my beverage of choice. But once he realized it was water, it was cool.
Yeah, they smell it.
Yeah.
They smell it, right?
Yeah. He's like, can I see the cup? I was like, yeah, here. Like,
yeah, here you go.
Here you
Take
go.
a swig.
It's
some of my finest stuff.
So it's just water. And he was just like him.
So her name is Katie Thomas. They call her an adaptive athlete. Apparently she was born without her right hand. But the ticket has been completely dismissed. She was cited for $116.
Wow.
And I guess once she fought it and pled not guilty and said, give me the dash cam footage, that's when the deputy requested a dismissal.
Because he knew that he was foiled.
And how you couldn't see that coming is also crazy. Like, you're now viral, dude.
Yes.
Luckily, your face isn't on there, so you're probably not getting as much heat as you would if like everybody knew you're...
I hope all the other sheriffs make fun of his ass.
Oh, totally.
Because the only reason he wrote that ticket is out of spite. He knew he was going to lose that, so he just decided to be an ass, which is that's no bueno. Because she wasn't being an ass. She just was like, dude, you didn't see me, and you didn't. Let it go. By the way, am I the only one that thinks the nub's kind of cool? Like, if I met a girl at a bar and she had a nub, I think that's working in her favor.
Huh.
I think it'd be kind of cool.
I don't hate it. I mean, it's not,
Yeah.
I'm not a nub discriminator.
Nor am I. I'm not discriminating against the nub, but I'm saying it works. If I'm sitting there and I meet
It's a positive.
It's a positive. That is not a neutral position. I am going pro nub. If I met a gal and she was like,
just because you want to try it, or
I don't know. I don't know.
You want to cross it off your list?
So you didn't.
Yeah, I'm not a nub shamer. I think that's great.
I
It's
would
like tall woman, small woman, nub. Cross it off the list.
I feel like the amount of fun I would have with being with someone that had a nub from a...
Be careful.
No. I'm not... Get your mind out of the
Do you want
gutter.
to resend this?
No, I'm not.
It's Recension Thursday.
I'm not talking about the
We got a couple segments to resend
Nope.
this.
I'm rescinding nigh on this. Look, I'm not saying that the nub job wouldn't be interesting, but that's not what this is about. Okay? It's not. I'm just saying from a bit standpoint, it would be amazing. Because, like, being with the BTJ, the amount of fun I get to have with her being Japanese, it's unbelievable. I highly recommend being with someone that's from a foreign country. It opens up a whole new realm for you. It's great. Otani-san. Yeah, all kinds of fun stuff. But if she was Japanese and had a nub, Oh my God.
Oh, Tani-san.
It would like every day would be like a picnic for
The
me.
BTJN.
Yes.
Big time Japanese
Big time
nub.
Japanese nub. And then the nub job on top of it. You know you'd be trying some cool stuff with that. I don't know. I can't even think off the top of my head what you do with it, but I'd like to give it a whirl. I'm like, let's explore the studio space.
Easy, Tiger.
So I'm not saying I would go out of my way to seek out the nub, but if I'm at a bar and I see you with a nub, that's going to get me to come over and have a conversation. I want to see what's up. Plus then, not only do you have the nub, you probably have a hook as well. And then you got nub and hook. Could be pretty cool.
You could get nub on chub.
Does anyone even know what that's about? No.
What if he tried to cuff her? Seriously, like what do you do?
I don't know. That's a good question. Are you uncuffable? Or do you just cuff one hand but to like the belt and then you just leave the nub free?
Because how much damage can the nub do? Like if she punches you with the nub,
it's more of a stabbing motion, is it not?
Right. Like you can't have that free. You have to.
Yeah, you have to subdue the nub.
Right, because it's still gonna hurt.
The best part is someone just said, "I just got in my car. What is happening?" Well,
what do you mean? What is happening?
What is that?
Doing radio.
Talking about the nub.
So you didn't.
All right. We're way over. If anybody were here or listening, they would be mad at us, but they're not, so screw them. Here's one thing AI cannot take from you, Jason. They cannot take your personal crank sesh.
Nubs?
Oh, boy.
That's next.
Now, from the George McCoy and Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
This update brought to you by Stone Creek Golf Club, Oregon's best public course under $100. StoneCreekGolfClub.net. First, on the Fan, the NBA today passed new anti-tanking rules. It's going to include expanding the draft lottery from 14 teams to 16 teams. It's also going to have a relegation zone where the bottom 3 teams get penalized with less chance of getting the number 1 overall pick. So if you have the 4th through the 10th worst record in the NBA, you'll now have the best chance of getting the number 1 overall pick. Thunder Spurs Game 6 going on right now. Very intense game down in San Antonio. OKC looking to win the series and get to the NBA Finals. Spurs are 3.5-point favorites coming in, but San Antonio up by 9 right now as we are towards the end of the first half. Knicks center Mitchell Robinson, he suffered a broken right pinky finger. No timetable on his return for the finals. And sad news is 4-time Stanley Cup winner Claude Lemieux passed away today. TMZ reporting Lemieux died by suicide. He was 60 years old. I'm Stephen Vaughn from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at WarrenAllen.com.
Probably won't.
We tread lightly. What?
True story.
It's the club. And I teased by saying this is one thing AI cannot take from you, and it is true. AI cannot take your personal crank sessions.
Okay.
Your 5-finger shuffle is all yours.
Okay.
No one else can. Well, I guess someone else could, but I just mean if you ever,
I don't know where you're going with this, but
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Are you serious?
You don't know what he's referring to?
Well, I know that, but I don't know where he's going.
Yeah, I don't know where he's going with this.
You'll find out in a second, but you know what I'm talking about. Like buttering your own muffin, shucking the corn,
We're all familiar.
Okay. I think Steven is only just now. Okay, so
people do that?
So, AI can't do that for you, right?
Well, until the sex bot comes.
Yes, but again, that would not be a masturbation.
Why is Yoda now jerking it? What is happening?
Well,
First nubs, now this. What are we doing?
Is there Yoda porn out there?
Oh, I guarantee
I'm
there is.
sure
There's
there
all
is.
kinds of porn.
Boy.
But
I didn't want to look up nude Yoda. I'm looking up nude Yoda.
That's a rabbit hole I'm not willing to go down for the show.
Anyway.
I'll take one.
All right. Suk, take one for the team.
This is your dream job.
I'm Googling nude Yoda right now. I'm going to see what happens.
Joy AI
is
offering $2,000 a month to be a consultant.
I saw this.
You did?
I did see this.
Yeah, so now you know where I'm going.
It deferred to yoga, and that was an entirely different thing, by the way.
Yoga?
Yeah.
Naked yoga.
Yeah, there's plenty of that.
Sarah Jean Underwood.
But I'll tell you what.
Great video.
Nude Yoda, it's a hell of a thing. It is mixed in with a lot of nude yoga as well. But anyway, I digress. Wow, Yoda needs to work out a little bit. All right.
So AI companion startup Joy AI has launched a provocative recruiting drive. It will pay volunteers.
Okay.
Which, I mean, it's not really volunteer once you get paid.
No, you get paid. It's a paid position.
They will pay people $2,000 for a month of guided masturbation testing.
I need to see dong. So you're telling them what you want, and then so you're feeding into the AI. You're telling them like what gets you going. No dong, no believe. It's true.
The company says it's hiring 10 consultants, masturbation consultants.
Oh boy.
Okay.
I would love to see the people that are applying for this. By
God,
the way,
that thing's enormous. Yeah, this is going to be.
Yeah, you're not gonna.
You know how many dudes are gonna apply for this?
Yeah,
those guys are total losers.
And I got a real good idea about who's doing this.
Power rank the fan hosts in order of who will apply for this first.
I'm not doing that.
Damn it! I thought you were gonna take the bait.
Nah.
Is anybody single? I mean, that would be the obvious answer. Because I don't think married guys are going to go.
I think married guys would do it. Oh. Married guys are probably more likely.
Certain married guys.
Oh, look, I got an idea who it is, but I'm not saying it. I'm going to leave that to... I got a real good idea, but Still.
No.
Okay. So anyway, they will evaluate a new feature called Daily Guided Masturbation.
Okay.
Which pairs mood-matched AI voice sessions with a short product feedback regimen.
I don't know what any of that means, but okay.
I don't either.
So
Let's
someone's
keep
whispering
reading.
in your ear while they give you what? Just whispering dirty things?
The job posting, amplified in a May 18 tweet from Joy AI, promises flexible scheduling and bluntly cheeky perks. The most interesting, what do you do for a living, answer at a party. Joy AI head of brand and communication Julie Levin confirmed to Decrypt that the listing is genuine and that the company has seen strong interest since it went live. What the role involves, duration and pay, a 4-week paid test, $2,000 total.
Okay.
It was advertised as $2,000 a month, but it's $2,000. Eligibility, you have to be 18 and older in the U.S. and the U.K. Participants complete mood-matched AI voice-guided sessions, then submit written questionnaires tracking effects on stress, sleep, mood, and confidence. So testers will assess whether the voice fit the selected mood, how immersive the session felt, and whether technical issues like lags disrupted the experience. So basically, AI is going to talk you through
what you're doing,
your wank, and then they just need these people to say, hey, well, that worked and that didn't work, and I didn't like that when that happened, and when I was doing this, you know.
So it makes sense. I looked up Joy AI, and it does a lot. There's different versions of it, but there is one on here. It's called Joy AI Companion, and you get to create, customize, and interact with a virtual girlfriend. You can do it through text, voice, and it will generate photos and videos for you. So it's designed to offer 24/7 romantic role play, emotional companionship, fantasy interactions. So you're basically giving them info on what other gooners want to hear and see while they work it.
That's right.
All right.
That's right.
So you're doing the Lord's work. You're going to help a bunch of other gooners get off to their virtual girlfriends.
I do feel like there's room for heroism here.
Yeah. You're kind of Buck Roger in this thing. You're going into the future here. Boy, I'll tell you what, that is the amount of the people that are going to sign up for this. The amount of weird things that they are going to suggest.
I'll just lick you.
From a fantasy role play. It buckle up, Joy AI. You're going to hear some things that you don't want to hear. That you're going to you're delving
well, they don't care.
You're delving into the recesses of some minds that I'm not certain that need to be. Shut up. You need to root around in there.
They just want to get it right.
Yeah.
It's better that it's AI and not a human.
I guess.
I think. The posting calls for people who are articulate, observant, and impossible to blush, able to describe sensations better than a sommelier describes a wine.
Yeah.
Product and positioning Joy AI operates a web-based platform. Yeah, you just mentioned that.
Yeah.
AI-generated avatars, voice interactions, and personalized chats with an emphasis on companionship and intimacy.
Yeah, I'm looking here. I'm on the website, and you can make like an elf girl if you want. You can do an avatar, the blue thing.
What about the nub?
I'm guessing you can do the nub. You can pick breast size. Yeah, you basically just create.
What a time to be alive.
Oh boy.
I know.
I feel so bad for my daughters.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Everyone's scared about this, but let's be honest. If you were,
I guess if this keeps the gooners away from real women, maybe this is a good thing. I guess.
So you didn't.
Well, I don't know. If you're a 22-year-old, what do they call them? Incel.
Yeah.
Incel.
Yeah.
Incels. This is great.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
This is.
It's great.
It's not great in any shape or form. Once it becomes socially acceptable for men to start sticking their penis in the robots, we're cooked.
Come on!
Oh, that's already. Are you kidding me? That's already happening. Where the hell you been? Wait, that was not me.
Can you grab yours? Is it long enough to really?
Some places. That one, I don't like that.
No.
I don't like that one at all.
Well, it's funny. So we know that
it makes me sad.
The women are using the AI for emotional support with their virtual boyfriends, and men are just.
Yeah. We want some. Talk me through my.
Talk me through it.
Talk me through my private browsing, if you know what I mean.
I like that you have to. The guy's got to be able to articulate what works for him. Those. We're
Come on, you dumbass. Eat me.
We're just doomed. We really are just doomed.
Nah, come on. Did you see the Gold Digger Bros stuck in Laos in that cave? Did you catch that?
No.
Oh, I'm gonna tell you all about this. You ready for this one?
We got a bro in a cave?
We got 5 bros, actually 7, but they can't find 2 of them. This is Nightmare Fuel.
Okay.
Next,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
on the fan.
The biggest questions,
So for our final seggy tonight, we'll talk about the bros stuck in a cave in Laos.
Okay.
I don't know if you've read about this at all.
I have not. My daughter was just in Laos, though.
Very big story.
As far as I know, she is not stuck in a cave. She has gone home.
Well, this stuff's pretty terrifying because, so these dudes in Laos were going down in these caves they're digging for gold, right? Mining for gold.
Okay.
Okay.
Makes sense.
And it started raining. And so, flash flooding, heavy rains, they got trapped in there. So they're about 2.5 football fields in and down.
So a couple hundred yards down.
And over.
Tucked away.
Yeah. Well, they're saying, so they found them. So I think there were 7 in all.
Oh, yeah, I see it here.
2 of them they can't find, which is awful. They're dead. Because, there's nowhere else they would be.
No.
And then 5 of them are perched up on a little ledge, and they're trapped.
Yeah, dude, I see this here.
And they're way down in there.
That is nightmare fuel, by the way.
What's that?
That's nightmare fuel, 100%.
Yeah, because...
Oh, and nothing to do with the caves.
Because now we have video of because the rescuers, so I guess there's like 100 people working on their rescue.
Mm-hmm.
It's very complicated. First of all, it's still raining. In some places, the width of the cave is like 23 inches.
Oof.
Like they showed one where the scuba diver had to, and some of it's full of water, so you have to scuba dive. One of the guys had to remove his equipment to get through the space.
And then put it back on?
It's pitch black. Yes, it's pitch black. There are several chambers. There are elevated ledges.
No.
They have to navigate bends at various angles. They even have to pump in air. There's not enough air in there.
Nope.
They're pumping in air.
I'll tell you right now, you give me the choice between this cave and Snake Room, I'm taking Snake Room. That's how much I don't want to be in this cave.
Well, those guys are alive, and they filmed them. They filmed, because they're filming the whole rescue, and they get to them, and they're in there smiling and laughing. They're like, "Hey, this is great,
dude.
Thanks a lot for coming and getting us."
No.
Now here's the problem.
No.
They can't get them out.
Yeah, they're just stuck in there.
Well, they think they're going to have to teach them how to scuba dive.
I reading here, they're saying that some people think they might be able to drain the cave.
Yeah, they're trying to excavate one side, but they're not sure if that can work. Right now they're giving them rations and stuff. They're taking food in there, but it takes them about an hour to get to them one way.
Oh my gosh!
And you can't. The other thing is, you can't. You have to be in perfect communication with the other rescuers because you can't pass each other.
Yeah, you can only
go
one way.
Like you can only go one way. So, and they have to take stretchers in there.
Oh my God! No I just. Everything about this gives me anxiety. Like, this is like I can't handle this at all. There's not a lot of things that like irrationally get me. This is just seeing this, hearing about it, reading it, all of this just is like no.
So which would be worse? You're in where those guys are and it just fills up with water and you drown.
Yeah.
Or you get stuck in like a 23-inch.
I just drowned. I'd rather just drown.
Yeah.
Just one big gulp of water and whatever happens. Again, like my heart is racing. I think of that guy in that putty cave in Utah. He got wedged and there was nothing they could do. They were touching his feet and they eventually just were like, well, nothing we can do. And then he just died from being upside down. No, man, I'm not even super claustrophobic, but no. Knowing that you are in your little tomb and you're not going anywhere? Oh.
What if there were $100 million in there?
No.
And you had to go get it?
Nope. First off, my big ass ain't fitting through. Those are little Laotian men and they're getting stuck in that thing. What chances do I have? And now I got to scuba dive. I don't scuba.
Well, to be fair, they're not stuck.
Well, they are stuck.
Well, they are because of the water.
Yeah.
But they got down there. I mean, they fit.
Yeah. How's that working out for you?
Well, it needs to stop raining.
Well, it's not. That's their fault. I mean,
it's their fault.
I mean, that's on you.
But if there's $100 million down there, you're not giving that a go?
No, zero chance. $100 million worth your ass? No.
Well,
I like my life
at this stage.
No.
I mean, look at me.
No, I'm all right. I'm okay. I don't think there's amount of money that would get me to go to. I got to go a couple hundred yards down in a noxious, gassed cave where I know there's a good chance that it could flood, it could collapse, I could get stuck, I can't see anything, I got to go spelunking. You thought my life's hit rock bottom before. No. Hit the sides, never hit the bottom. We're about to find out where the bottom is. No. I like my life. And don't get me wrong, I'm a money whore as much as the next guy. But, again, I'm not living a bad life. Now, I get it. If I'm Squid Gaming's this S, and I'm like living on, like I'm a street man and I'm living and I got nothing going on for myself and I got a meth habit. I get all that, but if you're like living a decent life and you get to travel a little bit, you know, maybe you're getting a nub job, maybe you're dating an acute amputee, why risk it? Why?
Yeah.
No. All the no's.
No.
That may be the most nope scenario that you could come up with. I don't know if you could come up with a worse environment for me to go down into than a tiny cave that I'm probably going to get stuck and die in.
Okay, so I'll give you that, or you can go down in one of those, was that...
the subs?
Yeah.
I'm taking the sub.
The one that imploded?
I'll take the sub. I'll take the little sub. Again, if that's catastrophic failure, it's over in a second. I don't know. I'm taking that. I'm putting my faith in the guy with the Xbox controller. The cave, cave might be the worst environment in the world for me. Cave or swamp, take your pick. Like if I gotta go neck deep through Louisiana swamp water, maybe catch a catfish with my bare hands, something like that. That in the cave, it's no good. It's out. Now, if you gave me a swamp in a cave, now we're talking devil's anus. Zero chance of getting me to go in there.
Swamp in a cave.
Yeah, cave swamp.
You have to go spelunking to find the swamp.
Right out. Right the F out. No. I'll deal with the open ocean. I'll deal with mountain, whatever you want. Swamp and cave. Although I think it's cave swamp in that order. Cave 1, swamp 2. You ever had to like walk through a swamp? You ever been to like the Everglades?
I have been to the Everglades, yes.
You ever thought about going in that water?
Oh, dude. I swam laps.
I know it's the guy that was taking me on the little fan boat. He had the gun. And I was like, we're good here, man. The idea that anyone be willing to go in that. No. And those guys were digging for gold. They don't even know if there's gold. Whose idea was it to go in there? Who said there was gold in that cave?
Yeah, I don't know about that, but hopefully they get him out of there. It's a wild story.
It is a wild story.
Yeah.
And they seem like they're in great spirits. I would not be in great spirits.
Yeah, they're down there laughing and joking around.
And you wouldn't want me down in the cave. Because how long have they been down there?
Yeah, that's a good question. I was just looking at that.
You go cuckoo in situations like that real fast.
More than a week?
Oh, yeah, dude. Someone would have died by now. I would have gone full cannibal. You'd find that cave down there and I'd be munching on a leg.
Yeah, more than a week. And you got to remember, we're seeing them with
food,
lights. It's pitch black.
Pitch black.
Like they can't see a thing. A week.
My brain would have gone to feral mode. I'm ashamed to admit how quick it would happen.
Yeah, you mean go crazy?
I'd go crazy. Yeah.
What'd you do? Like eat one of them or something?
Yeah, something bad would happen. Like, Stu, it's been like 4 hours. I'm like, I don't care. I can't take it. I'm going to take some Eric Roberts home in a body bag. Something bad's happening. There's just no way, man. Caves and darkness. Ugh. We went to, when we were in Bali, we did like we did an inner tube thing through down a river, and it went through a series of caves. And, that was fine. One, they were huge caves. They were not like little. These things were giant. And there was enough light, but even that was a little like, it was a little unsettling because the water was pitch black. You couldn't see anything, and there was bats in there kind of flying around. And they told you there was nothing in the water, but your ass is in the water. You're in an inner tube. And all I could think about was, like, every time you bumped into a rock or something, you just thought, well, that's something going up there. It was cool. I'm glad I did it, but to act like I was in complete, like, harmony with the cave, not so much.
I misspoke. Like, so it's not pitch black for them. I guess one of them has a headlamp that still works.
Yeah.
So they did have light down there.
One light.
Yeah. And they're just sitting in a circle.
Yeah.
There's really no room for them to stand up, but they each have their own little space.
Hey, you stay there, personal space.
Stay in your own corner, bro.
Yeah. Hey, Lao Shi, back it up there, man. You're invading.
How long?
Where do you take a dump?
You're hovering.
You dump in the water. But how long before you just try to make a go for it under the water? Like you just
I'm guessing you would. I'm surprised one of them hasn't gone cuckoo for
But
Cocoa
you can't
Puffs.
see, so why would you? Yeah.
Well, you remember the story about and I knew one of them. One of my teammates. The story about the football players that had the boat capsized in Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah. I played with one of those guys. I actually played with two of them. One of them I knew halfway decent. Dude, they went crazy in like 12 hours. Like hypothermia.
I thought one of them survived.
One of them did.
Yeah, but the other guy was the one that went.
Well, both of them, like, I think there were 3 guys that died, and they all went loony. One guy tried to kill the other one. One guy said that he saw a light at the bottom of the ocean that he thought was there to rescue him. He took off his life vest and dove down to try to go there. They went nuts, like in the span of I think it was just an evening, maybe it was a day, but they went nuts. And you're in a cave for that long. I'm literally shocked that one of them did not go off the reservation.
Yeah, they're down there smiling, laughing.
Yeah, they seem like they're in great spirits.
Like, at least I don't have to hang out with my wife.
I guess. Well, and they said that they're villagers. Maybe those might be some hard men.
Well, they're young. They look really young.
Yeah.
And yes, villagers.
When I hear Laotian villagers, yeah. I'm guessing that those guys, they've seen some stuff that we can't comprehend. You ask, like, are you mentally tough? No. That guy who's living in that world, that dude's a tough little terrier. We're soft, fat American Labradors.
All right. Well, that's it. Our show's over.
I'll tell you what I'm not doing after this show. Not going into a GD cave.
Nor should you.
No.
It's not what I'm doing.
No. No, a bar.
Unless they had a casino down
maybe
there.
with a Miller High Life. Watch the end of this game.
That might be fun.
Yeah, we got a good little game brewing. Spurs are up 5 as they have started the third quarter.
As long as they don't win by more than an 11.
What'd you get, 11?
11 and a half.
Yeah, all right. Good little number.
Gobbled it.
Good little number. We are back tomorrow, 3 to 7 on the Fan. Good night.